What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 3W061 hit, if you don't agree, I will destroy you, ask for flowers and ask for evaluation tickets. Advertisement. Sure enough, a minute later, Vados and Roger found Hit in a small town. At this time, this guy was sitting in a tavern, drinking a small wine leisurely. His face was very indifferent, without any fluctuations, like a cold-blooded killer in a costume drama. As if sensing someone approaching, Hit narrowed his eyes slightly, and then put down the cup in his hand. Come out. I know you're here for me. The moment he put down the wine glass, a cold and emotionless voice came out of Hit's throat. After finishing speaking, he stood up, put his hands in his trouser pockets and looked behind him. Whoosh! Then, the figures of Roger and Vados appeared. I feel that you are not bad, you really deserve to be the #1 killer in the universe. Roger glanced at Hit, who had an indifferent expression, and said lightly. Want to know that you have hidden your aura as much as possible? And Vados, as an angel, has almost no aura, even if there is, it is absolutely impossible for Hit to feel it. But when the two of them arrived here, they were directly discovered by Hit. It has to be said that this guy's perception ability is really powerful. He also has a new appreciation for the killer. Who are you? If you want me to help you kill, show me your reward. If it makes me feel satisfied, just report the other party's name. If you didn't come here for this, then you go back. Hit's voice was extremely indifferent, with a feeling of repelling people thousands of miles away. It seemed that when he spoke, the air in the entire tavern froze, and the temperature dropped suddenly. Some of the surrounding guests also seemed to feel something unusual. Because of the cold murderous aura, even common people can feel it, making them feel terrified. So one by one hurriedly left the tavern. Intuition told them that this is a very dangerous place. If they continue to stay here, they are likely to give up their lives. Hit, we didn't come to you to ask you to help us kill people. I think with your perception ability, you should be able to feel that the strength of either of us is far beyond yours. So if you want to kill people, you are not needed at all. Advertisement, Roger said lightly. After finishing speaking, I saw Hit's face change slightly. How could he not feel this? If it wasn't for the strength of the person who came, he wouldn't have attracted his attention at all. It will not affect his enjoyment of drinking. If that's the case, please go back, both of you. Because I won't do anything for you other than killing people. Hit said something still in a cold tone, and then sat back directly in his seat. Oh, it seems a bit difficult to persuade. Vados sighed, looked at Roger and said. Yeah, then I will tell you very seriously now, you can choose to reject us. But the fate of rejecting me is not very good. I will destroy you on the spot. If you don't believe it, you can try it. This time, Roger wasn't going to have a good conversation with him. Because for an arrogant guy like Hit, the lower his posture, the less likely he would agree to himself. There are some things that do not depend on reasoning in a soft tone. So you have to use your fists to talk to them, so that they can listen. Nani? Destruction? Stop playing tricks here. Do you think I don't know who the gods of destruction of this universe is? Hit looked at Roger coldly, and said disdainfully. Gods of destruction of the 6th universe is Champa, which I am very clear about. I even know some information about other universes. I didn't expect this guy to pretend to be gods of destruction. Alright. I didn't say I was the gods of destruction of this universe. But I'm going to ask you again now and promise us, or let me beat you up and promise us again. Advertisement. The smile on Roger's face froze a little bit, and finally disappeared. I really need Hit but not a head, and show off his strength by the way. But if this guy insists on not wanting to go and refuses his invitation, then I am not a person who cherishes talents. Hit me. Are you joking? I've lived for 1,000 years, and this is the first time I've heard such arrogant words. No one has ever dared to talk to me like that. Hit replied indifferently. Ever since he became a killer, no one has ever dared to speak to him like this. He actually said he wanted to beat himself up. No one in this universe is qualified to say such a thing except gods of destruction. Well, it seems you don't believe it. In that case, come with me. I will convince you to lose, and if you still refuse at that time, I will make you disappear completely, Roger said coldly. Some arrogant people, if you don't give them a good lesson, they won't survive. Cut. Waste of time. Hit frowned, but still followed. Because he knew that if he didn't deal with this guy, he wouldn't give up so easily. After letting him know how powerful he is, he probably won't dare to provoke him. Whizzing. The bodies of the three of them instantly appeared on an empty plain. If you fight here, you won't destroy the surrounding cities. Come on, Heater. Let me see what's so great about your flash time skills, Roger said lightly. With his current strength, even without using Ultra Instinct, his speed has already surpassed Hit's flash time skill. So it is impossible for him to be his opponent. 062 Hit, do you think you are qualified to negotiate conditions with me? Ask for flowers and ask for evaluation tickets. Advertisement. What? How do you know about Zhengqi Kung Fu? After hearing Roger's words, a look of surprise appeared on Hit's face. Not many people know that they can flash time skills. I have no friends, and all my enemies have been killed by myself. So there are not many people who know their own details. These two guys in front of me are definitely very mysterious. At least I know myself very well. I know more than that. Okay, show your true strength and let me see if you are qualified to join me in the competition. Roger's tone was still very flat. Almost after the sound fell, Roger clenched his fists and Gold's arrogance erupted from his body instantly. Then directly into the form of Super Saiyan 4, have you transformed? The energy has been explosively increased almost instantly. It seems that this guy really has the capital of arrogance. Even if I want to defeat him, it is not that simple. Seeing that Hitler suddenly turned into Super Saiyan 4, and a terrifying energy burst out of his body, Hitler's expression changed. If this guy doesn't know that he has the flash time skill, it may have an unexpected effect. But this guy already knows his flash time skill, so the effect is minimal. Because he must have prepared himself, it's not that easy to sneak attack with flash stone skill. Come on, Hit. Roger waved at Hit, indicating that he could attack.
You ecstatic guy, no one has ever dared to be so presumptuous in front of me.
Hit's face changed suddenly, although it may not be easy to know these two guys in front of you. But he was also too arrogant. Ever since he became a killer, no one has dared to be so presumptuous in front of him. So in this situation, he naturally couldn't accept it.
Whoosh. In the next second, Hit's body suddenly disappeared in place.
I have to say that this guy's speed is still very amazing. Especially after using the flash time skill, it disappeared completely in this space almost in an instant. Swish. Almost at the same time, there was a slight piercing sound, and Hit's fist could be seen directly from Roger's right side. Greeted directly towards his temple. Advertisement. I have to say, this guy is indeed a killer. Every attack he made was aimed at the opponent's fatal point. Roger didn't dodge, but blocked with his right hand the moment he felt hit. Boom. Hit's fist hit Roger's arm hard, but such an attack does not have much effect on Roger. It was picked up easily, although Hit's flash time skills are very powerful, and his speed is indeed very fast.
Not even Roger could see clearly with the naked eye.
But his strength is a bit too weak, such strength can't have much effect on him.
However, you must protect your fatal point. Because once Hit hit a vital part, it would be a very scary thing.
Even if he couldn't be killed, it was very likely that he would directly lose his fighting power. In the Dragon Ball Super 6th Universe and 7th Universe matches, Son Goku and Vegeta were not Hit's opponents because of this. But if it was just Common's exchange of punches, Hit would never be the opponent of those two people.
What? How is this possible? It was actually blocked by that guy.
At that moment, Hit frowned tightly, because I have never missed a flash time skill. This time it was blocked easily, and that guy seemed to be okay. At the moment when Hit was distracted, Roger grabbed his wrist, then pulled back hard, and then pushed his knee hard. Boom. Wow. There was a low collision sound, and Hitler's body flew upside down, and a mouthful of blood spurted out from his mouth.
Draw a brilliant movement in the sky. Call out.
Roger's body reappeared, and the value was connected to Hit's body. Without any hesitation, his knee hit Hit's chest heavily. Boom. Rumble. With almost no chance to resist, Hit, the most powerful killer in the 6th universe, was easily defeated like this. No. Impossible. It's absolutely impossible. How could he defeat me in an instant? How could there be such a terrifying human existence in this world? This is definitely a joke. Hit shook his head in disbelief. Advertisement because the development of things has far exceeded his imagination. He thought that the guy who was looking for trouble in front of him might be very powerful, but he never thought that he would be so strong. Whoosh! Roger's body appeared directly in front of Hit, looking down at Hit in a condescending posture. With 5 fingers spread out, the palm was directly aimed at Hit, and a purple energy ball condensed out of the palm. Give you another chance, or be obedient and go to the game with me. Or, just disappear. Anyway, for a killer like you, this day is already doomed. Roger didn't intend to give up Hit, because this guy is very powerful. And the comprehension of time is also very incomparable. If he practiced it, his strength would definitely be improved to the greatest extent. Sweat dripped from Hit's forehead, because he didn't want to give in just like that. A proud killer, he would rather lie standing than kneel down to die. But the energy in the hands of this guy in front of him made him feel hopeless. He knew that as long as he said no, they would disappear without a trace. In fact, the stronger the strength and the longer the life, the more afraid of death. Even more so for his 1,000-year-old monster, it can be said that he is more afraid of death than anyone else. I promise you that's it, but I have one condition. Hit clenched his fists tightly. It was obvious that he was very unwilling at this time. Condition? Are you kidding me? Or do you think you are qualified to negotiate terms in front of me? Roger's tone was cold, and the destructive energy in his hand was instantly compressed, and electric arcs appeared one after another. And Hit's pressure is even greater. P.S. Dear readers, the book is about to reach 120,000 words, and it's here, it's about to hit the shelves. I don't know how many people are watching it now. Anyway, the data hardly increases every day, as if there is only one person on the standalone machine. I also know that this is my problem. The update is too weak, so some readers are lost. I feel sorry for this M. I really hope that if there are still readers reading it, please help to vote for some flowers and comments when it is about to be put on the shelves. Let the author of Pooh Street know that this book is still read by people. Sorry for the trouble. Thank you very much. 063 the 6th hometown of Universe Saiyan, Planet Sharada, subscribe. Advertisement. At this moment, he felt that death hit him like a violent storm. If I dare to say one more word, then it will definitely disappear immediately without a trace. In the end, under that suffocating coercion, Hit chose to lower his noble head. Although it would be very embarrassing, but compared with life, he chose life. Obviously, life is more important. Not bad. You don't seem to be as stubborn as I imagined. If that's the case, then you should practice hard in the recent period, and after 10 days, I will naturally come to you. But during this period of time, you can only be active on this planet, understand? Roger looked at Hit, withdrew his long-term destructive energy, and said. Hit didn't answer, just nodded. In the face of absolute strength, he has no choice. Oh, your move is really brutal, but it seems to be quite effective. It seems that you really have more and more potential for gods of destruction. Vados, who witnessed the whole process, said to Roger with a smile. I didn't expect that this guy is usually so gentle, but when he gets angry, it's still a bit scary. Even the #1 killer in the world was too frightened to say a word. Isn't there no way? If he had cooperated earlier, there wouldn't have been so many things, Roger shrugged, said. Because he knows very well that people with strength and status like Hit are generally very proud. Each has its own arrogance and arrogance. If I try to persuade him earnestly, it probably won't work. Instead, he will be rejected directly, so being simple and rude can often play a key role sometimes. Exactly. Vados smiled. Then the staff in his hand lightly tapped the ground, and the bodies of the two disappeared instantly. Once again, Roger and Vados are on top of the universe. Where are we going next? Advertisement, are you going to Frost, or do you have other ideas? Vados asked. After what happened to Hit just now, Vados has a new understanding of Roger. This guy is usually very docile in front of him, but he didn't expect to be quite aggressive towards other people. Frost's strength is too weak, let's find some slightly stronger ones first. Son Goku and Vegeta are both Saiyans, we can also go to the 6th universe and other Saiyans can help. Roger said with a smile. You must know that 4-day Ross has limited room for improvement, but Saiyan is different. The Saiyan of the 7th universe has such a strong talent, let alone the Han Asian of the 6th universe? We must know that Saiyan of the 6th universe is more talented than the 7th universe. And with a peaceful heart, they are easier to become Super Saiyan than 7th universe Saiyan. That's right, we also have Saiyan in universe. Of course, I mean besides you, there are other Saiyans on planet Shirada. It will bring them up to the level of Son Goku and Vegeta, that's it, Vados said with a smile. For some reason, she always felt very comfortable when she was with Roger. I really enjoy this feeling. Whether it is between talking, or usually with a smile on his face. Not as cold as before, it's probably impossible to improve to their level. After all, Son Goku and Vegeta have worked hard for countless years to obtain that level of strength. Roger glanced at Vados and said, even with Angel's training, it is absolutely impossible to reach the level of Super Saiyan God in a short period of time. It's true, anyway, as long as you play alone, you will almost surely win, and the others are at most just a foil, Vados said with a smile. Then the two of them flashed their bodies and went directly to the planet Shirada. According to the breath, Roger quickly locked Gabe's position. Because this breath is relatively obvious in the entire planet Shirada. Whoosh! The sudden appearance of Roger and Vados jumped Gabe, who was patrolling beside him. Advertisement, you. Who are you two? How did you suddenly appear? Gabe and the guards beside him asked with puzzled expressions. There was no one around them just now, why did they suddenly appear? Unknowingly. You don't need to know who we are, now you need to get ready and find Khalifa and Kale, I'm going to take you to a battle. Roger didn't go into too much detail, but said straight to the point. Because they only have 10 days left now. In the past few days, whether it can break through the Super Saiyan form is a problem. So time cannot be wasted. What, why do you know about Khalifa and Kale? And, I'm really sorry, to be honest, I don't want to have anything to do with Miss Khalifa and the others. Gabe was surprised at first, then he shook his head and said. You must know that Khalifa is a well-known female hooligan on the entire planet. Even the members of their Lay's defense team didn't want to provoke them. These guys don't have any manners, and they dare to intercept gifts offered to the king from other places. So that, Qianma Zhao place, he doesn't want to go at all. Gabby, if you go, I can guide you to become a Super Saiyan. The strength will be 50 times stronger than you are now, or even more. Of course, if you don't go, then this planet will be finished with you. There was a faint smile on Roger's face, and then an energy ball quickly condensed from the palm of his hand. Because at this time, Roger no longer has the energy of common. All the energy he exerted is destructive energy. Just when Roger showed his destructive energy, Gabe suddenly felt the threat of death, and the terrifying coercion made him sweat profusely. I see. Gabby nodded quickly, because his intuition told him that if he didn't follow what the man in front of him said, he might really kill himself, or even destroy the entire planet Shirada. 064 Is this Chuanzhao Saiyan Care? Seeking automatic subscription? Advertisement about 2 or 3 hours later. Sure enough, Gabe came with Khalifa and Kale. Hi. Are you looking for Miss Ben? I said that you really don't know how to live or die. Do you know that Miss Ben is very busy, and she still wants to find time to see you? As soon as they met, Khalifa put her hands on her hips and said cursingly. And Gabe on the side has a bitter melon look on his face. You must know that in order to persuade Khalifa just now, I almost wore out my lips. On the other side, Kale stood there with a cute face, even a little cowardly. Hey, I'm talking to you two, who the hell called me? If there is nothing wrong, Miss Ben will not spare you. The Khalifa in front of me is exactly the same as in the Dragon Ball Super animation, wearing a light red tube top on the upper body. A pair of loose purple pants, messy hair, and a carefree personality. I called you here. I want you to follow me to a game against another universe. How? Interested? Of course, the current strength of the three of you is a bit too weak to participate in this level of competition. I will teach you to improve your strength in a short time, Roger said lightly. Although Khalifa's carefree character is not very pleasing, Roger doesn't care too much. Anyway, this guy is not the one I like, so it doesn't matter what his personality is. As long as you don't provoke yourself, there is no problem. What? Going to a competition? Is there a bonus? If there is a bonus, I can think about it. If not, you can find someone else. Khalifa waved her hand. I was about to leave directly. I still have a large group of abandoned children to support.
So if there is no pay, I will not follow them to waste time.
Kale also followed behind Khalifa, ready to turn around and leave. Stop, may I allow you to go? Seeing that Roger was about to leave directly, Roger suddenly let out a drink. The moment the voice fell, Khalifa and Kelton felt that their bodies were completely out of control. It was as if they were completely frozen, and they couldn't even blink their eyelids. Advertisement, this. What's going on here? Why can't I move my body? Damn it, did you just let me go? Khalifa struggled hard, but her body was wrapped in a layer of purple energy. It was simply not something she could break free from. Only then did she realize that the two people in front of her seemed terrifying, and they had super strength. Without knowing how they did it, they were able to completely immobilize their bodies. Even when I am stupid, I understand that the person in front of me is very powerful. My lord, Khalifa has this kind of character, please don't take it to heart. Gabe on the side saw that the situation was not good, so he hurriedly said. And this time on the other side. Kale's face suddenly changed, and a bloodthirsty look appeared in his eyes.
The body actually started to move. Then he clenched his fists tightly, and a violent breath erupted from his body instantly.
And the purple halo around the body was immediately dispersed by the violent breath. Huh? It's Kale. To be able to break free from my shackles is indeed worthy of the blood of the legendary Super Saiyan. Why? It's interesting. Roger looked at Kale curiously. It has to be said that at this time, Kale's power far exceeds that of Khalifa and Gabe. It's just that she has been hiding her strength, because she is afraid that Khalifa will be sad when she finds out that her strength is stronger than hers. Yo, she seems pretty good. From her body, I feel a very powerful force, but this force has not awakened. If, CEAF, the power in her body is fully awakened, she might be even stronger than Hit. Vados also looked at Kale with great interest and then said. It's just that Kale's power has not really awakened. Her mutated Saiyan bloodline, in terms of bloodline alone, her bloodline is stronger than mine. Roger nodded and said. Because I only belong to the blood of common Saiyan. And Kyle, but the legendary Super Saiyan. Know that in the Dragon Ball Super anime, just being Kale from Super Saiyan can rub Son Goku from Super Saiyan Blue on the ground. Even in the Dragon Ball Super manga, it is a very terrifying existence. Advertisement in the power tournament, she directly eliminated more than a dozen contestants in one go. Kale? You broke free. Okay, that's amazing. Khalifa looked at Kale beside her in surprise. Know that you've been trying for a while, but you just can't break free. Kale usually has no strength at all. Now it's broken, what's going on? Sister, don't be afraid, I will protect you. The timidity in Kale's eyes has completely disappeared at this time, and he has become very appreciative. After saying something to Khalifa, he walked directly towards Roger. Let my sister go. You can't force her to do something he doesn't like. Otherwise, I can't spare you. Kale clenched his fists, staring at Roger and Vados and said in a cold voice. Is it? Then what if I want to force her? Looking at Kale who looked indifferent and hated him, Roger asked indifferently. Just take this opportunity to try to see how strong Kale's talent is. After becoming a Super Saiyan, what will happen to his strength? Then I won't let you go. Kale's eyes suddenly changed, he clenched his fist, and rushed directly towards Roger. I have to say that even Kale, who has not become a Super Saiyan, is still very fast. It appeared in front of Roger in an instant. Okay, amazing speed. I didn't expect Miss Kale to be so powerful. Gabe on the side was instantly shocked by Kale's speed. He always thought that Miss Khalifa was the strongest. But now it seems that Miss Kale is hiding too deeply. She is the strongest one. Afraid. It's just that when Gabe was surprised, Roger stretched out his finger and easily blocked Kale's attack. It is undeniable that Kale's talent is indeed very strong. But she who has not become the legendary Super Saiyan does not pose any threat to herself. 065 Everyone ready. Son Goku's confidence, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, now you are too weak for me. I advise you to give up the idea of resistance, because you can't be my opponent. Looking at Kale with a fierce face, Roger still said in a calm tone. In fact, Kyle in front of him is more beautiful than Caulifla. And the body is more perfect, but for these two Saiyan, Roger doesn't have much interest. One is careless, with a small chest and no brains. One is a bit fierce, but he has no IQ, and his personality is not very pleasing. It's so boring, to actually block Kyre's fist with one finger. Gabe was already dumbfounded. Because Roger's strength has far exceeded his imagination. Originally thought that Kale was strong enough, but was attacked by a finger. Although Kale has anger in his heart at this time, he has not turned into Super Saiyan, so his consciousness is completely there. She also realized the gap between the two. If she continued to fight, it would be of no benefit to herself or her sister. So I can only withdraw my fist. Walked in front of Caulifla. I'm sorry, sister. I'm not his opponent, Kale said guiltily with his head down. It's okay, Kale, he's too powerful, but I didn't expect that even you were so powerful. You have deceived me so badly, Khalifa said disapprovingly. It's just that after the surprise, she was more happy for Kale. All along, I didn't know that Kale had such a weak force area. I'm sorry, sister, I just don't want to make you unhappy, I didn't mean to lie to you. Kale immediately explained. Since I was very young, my sister has always protected me. Drive away, those bad people who bully themselves. Since then, she has sworn that she will also protect her sister in the future. Advertisement, and she knows that her sister is a very strong person, and she is also very confident in her own strength. That's why she chose to hide her strength. What are you talking about? I am naturally happy that you have become stronger. How could I be unhappy? But Aang, it seems that we have to follow him today. Kyle said with a smile. Kale is so strong, it is indeed something I did not expect. It is also something to be happy about, and she also became curious about this powerful man. He was able to have such a powerful force, and he completely lost the ability to fight without making a move. Can't even blink an eyelid. This kind of strength is completely beyond one's imagination. And Roger saw that Kale was no longer ready to continue, and he also untied Khalifa. Now I will give you 3 or 2 hours to deal with all the work you are doing. Come back here in 2 hours, and then I will take you to practice and participate in the competition. If you don't show up in this place after 2 hours, I will make you disappear with this planet. Roger glanced at the 3 of them, then said coldly. Although this kind of tone made Khalifa very uncomfortable, but with his strength, he naturally didn't dare to say anything more. And at this time in the 7th Universe Gods of Destruction realm. Hey, have you two found any other contestants? We need 5 people in total, and we have to choose one person besides the 2 of you. Beerus was enjoying a delicious pizza, then looked at Son Goku and Vegeta asked. This is the 3rd time that the 6th Universe and the 7th Universe have competed. I lost the previous 2 times, so this time I have to win back face. If he loses this time, then he will be completely unable to hold his head up in front of Champa in the future. Lord Beerus, I've already thought about it. In addition to me and Vegeta, Gohan and Piccolo can also participate in the battle, and Boo is also very strong. That way, we'd have 5 players in the game. Advertisement. Although Gohan abandoned his cultivation before, after several months of cultivation, Gohan has returned to his peak state. Son Goku said immediately. Asking for flowers. This is his expression, which is extraordinarily excited. Very simple, that is to compete with Roger again. After more than a month of training, his strength has also been greatly improved. This time, no matter what, I must defeat Roger. If you can only find players on the earth, then the 3 of them are really not candidates. Last time I saw Gohan, that guy he's recovering well. Vegeta also agreed with Son Goku's suggestion. Only Gohan, Piccolo and Boo are more powerful on the earth. And the participation of the 3 of them is just to make up the number of people. Oh, if you really want to win the 6th universe, it depends on yourself and Kakarot. After this month of practice, isn't it just that Kakarot has improved? His own strength has also improved by leaps and bounds, and he has also made new breakthroughs. This time, he also has great confidence. More importantly, Lord Beerus and Whis have said before that Roger cannot use Ultra Instinct. If he can only rely on the form of Super Saiyan 4 to fight, he can completely defeat him. And then it's a shame. Okay, since you both said that, then you can call the 3 of them over. But you have to remember well, if I lose face to the 6th universe again this time, I will never let you two go. Beerus nodded first, and then his face became extremely serious said. I was ashamed last time. This time, I took the initiative to propose a competition. If I lose to the 6th universe and Champa, I will really be ashamed to see other gods of destruction. Don't worry, Lord Beerus. Both Vegeta and I have broken new ground, and Roger will be amazed when I think about it. Son Goku clenched his fist confidently and said to Beerus. This time they have absolute confidence that they will be able to defeat the 6th universe. 066 Gathering Unknown Stars, tit for tat, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement time flew by, and 10 days almost passed by in a flash. During these 10 days, Vados and Roger have also been training Khalifa and Gabe. Although only 10 days, but under Roger's devilish training, they have been able to become Super Saiyan. Of course, except for Kale. Perhaps it is because he is the legendary Super Saiyan, so if he wants to become a real Super Saiyan, he still needs a certain opportunity or a certain amount of anger. I have tried all the methods I should try, but Kale still can't become Super Saiyan. Roger, Master Champa. I have already set up the arena on the unknown planet, and all kinds of food stalls have also been placed. Now we can go straight there, Vados said to Roger and Champa after returning from the unknown star. 837. This time, she and Whis jointly completed the ring on the unknown planet. Whis also brought a lot of delicacies from the 7th universe. Vados is not to be outdone, made several snacks by myself. You must know that she has been with Roger for 5 years and cooks with him every day. After a long time, practice makes perfect. Although the taste may not be as delicious as Roger's, but the appearance is definitely good. Okay, let's go then, Champa nodded, but still looked at Roger with a little worry and asked. Beerus is definitely prepared this time, are you really confident? If it is possible to cast Ultra Instinct, he has 100% confidence in Roger. But that guy Beerus is stinky and shameless, and he directly doesn't allow Roger to use Ultra Instinct. This makes him more or less worried. Don't worry, Master Champa. Even if I don't cast Ultra Instinct, they are not my opponents, Roger said very confidently. After more than a month of practice, I have now reached the form of Super Saiyan 4 full energy. In this form, one's own strength becomes stronger, and energy consumption becomes less. Pretty much, equivalent to Son Goku's Super Saiyan Blue full power form. But it is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue at full power and more stable. Okay, since you are so sure, then I can rest assured. However, their strength, except for hit, seems to me to be average. Champa glanced at Caulifla and Gabe and said. Advertisement, but he just mentioned it casually. Because of this game, Roger is the absolute protagonist. The other players are just supporting. Even Hit, the #1 killer in the universe, can only become a green leaf to set off Roger. Well, but they have good potential. It can be a good guide to practice, maybe it will come in handy in the future, Roger said with a smile. The future he mentioned naturally refers to the power conference in the future. It's just that like Pa and Vados they don't know about it. I don't know if I can see Zeno and his 2 guards today. That guy is the absolute master of the universe, the one who really stands at the tip of the pyramid. In any case, before you have absolute strength, you can't say anything or do anything wrong. That's right, then let's go, Champa nodded. In fact, as long as Roger is there, it is equivalent to giving him a reassurance. Now that we're ready, let's go. Vados saw that the 2 were completely ready, and the staff in his hand touched the ground gently. Immediately, brilliant light directly wrapped the bodies of the 7 people in it, and then disappeared in the Gods of Destruction world in an instant. After more than an hour, everyone came to the unknown planet. The 7th universe has not come yet. Wow, is this the place to be in the game? Looks good and has a lot of good food. Caulifla looked around, and then said in surprise. Originally thought that the venue of the competition was bare, without any vitality. Although it is similar to what I imagined, it is much better than what I imagined. After all, the layout of the scene is very good, whether it is the construction of the arena, or some food stalls around, they are all quite good. Cut. Is that the 7th universe's food stall over there? Sure enough, there is no way to compare with our 6th universe, Champa said with a contemptuous glance at the food stall over the 7th universe. Master Champa, you can't say that either. Although the food made by Roger is indeed the best, the food in the 7th universe is also very good. I just tasted some, and the taste is pretty good, Vados said on the side. Advertisement if not for Roger. It is estimated that in the last gourmet competition, their 6th universe was really no match for the 7th universe. Because according to Whis, the 7th universe has a planet called Earth. There are many delicious foods on that planet, and they all taste good. I also ate some snacks just now, and the taste is really good. And Roger are 2 completely different styles. Cut. I don't want to eat anything from planet Beerus, Champa pouted proudly. Whoosh whoosh, but at this moment, a piercing sound suddenly came. Then I saw a universe cube approaching the unknown planet at a speed visible to the naked eye. Almost in the blink of an eye, they had already arrived in front of them. The universe cube disappeared, and Beerus and Son Goku appeared in front of them. Are these the contestants from the 7th universe? It looks like everyone is very strong, Gabby muttered softly. Because it seems that everyone's body contains very powerful energy. And this kind of energy seems to far surpass himself and Caulifla. It seems that wanting to defeat them is not an easy task. 2.4. Yo, we meet again, Roger, and Master Champa. Son Goku was familiar with himself, and he ran over to say hello to Roger and Champa. Cut. Champa pouted, and Roger nodded. I didn't expect Sen Fan and Majin Buu to come to the competition. It seems that today's game will be very exciting. Looking at Son Gohan and Majin Buu behind Son Goku, Roger thought to himself. Majin Buu has very good superpowers. For ordinary people, he is almost in a state of immortality. And it also has a terrifying recovery ability. As for Son Gohan, it can be felt that there is a strong ability in his body. Unlike Nobuhan in the Dragon Ball Super animation, his form at this time is the mentality of the mysterious Gohan. There is bangs in front of the eyebrows, and the eyes are very firm. 067 Melee Mode, the game officially begins. Ask for flowers and evaluation tickets. Advertisement, yo, Champa. I didn't expect you to dare to come here. I thought you were scared, and I shrank back in your 6th universe, so I didn't dare to go out. Upon meeting, Beerus began to mock. In fact, he just wanted to cover up his guilty conscience. After all, losing to Champa and their universe twice was a big blow to him, and it was also a very embarrassing thing. Cut. It's the other way around, Beerus. I don't know who lost so embarrassingly more than a month ago, and now they have the face to say so? I found out that your skin is really getting thicker? If I have to describe it, this thickness is enough to catch up with the distance between the 6th universe and the 7th universe, Champa also said with a sneer. If he hadn't defeated Beerus, then there was no basis for talking about it. And in the face of Beerus's provocation, he may feel a little angry. But now, his mood is very flat. After all, it was Beerus who lost the game before, not himself. You fat pig, 24 Beerus's expression changed immediately. After all, losing to the 6th universe is really not a glorious thing, he just wanted to take the initiative to attack. Then resolve that humiliation. But I didn't expect that not only did not resolve the embarrassment, but put myself in an even more embarrassing position. Vegeta uncle, is that Roger? He looks so young, he should be about the same age as me. I didn't expect to have such a strong strength, able to defeat you and Dad at the same time. Son Gohan looked at Roger, and then asked. I don't want to admit it, but that guy is really winning. But this time, I will definitely defeat him with my own hands and let him know how powerful I am now. Vegeta nodded first and then said with firm eyes. They have suffered inhuman torture this month, but under this kind of torture, his and Kakarot's strengths have also been greatly improved. The last three hairstyles are very similar to yours, are they also Saiyan from the 6th universe? Piccolo looked at Caulifla and Gabe behind Roger and asked. If Saiyan of the 6th universe is so strong, then this match is not easy. Should be. Advertisement, it looks a bit different from that guy though. That guy looks more like Saiyan from our 7th universe, and he has Saiyan's signature tail, which the other 3 Saiyans don't seem to have. Vegeta immediately noticed the difference between Roger and Caulifla. And from the bodies of the other 3 Saiyans, I didn't feel a strong breath. This means that there is still a big difference between them and Roger. Indeed. Piccolo nodded. This match seems to be quite intense. For these Saiyans, Piccolo would have a headache seeing them. Do you know that 10 years ago, he was still the strongest existence on Earth? But with the appearance of Saiyan, he was surpassed time and time again, and became a supporting role time and time again. Just thinking about it makes me angry. Now there are so many Saiyans all of a sudden. Lord Roger, are those guys Saiyan from the 7th universe? It looks a bit different from us, but they have a lot of energy in their bodies. Caulifla glanced at Son Goku and Vegeta and then asked. Although her character is usually carefree, but also very proud. But at this moment, she has to admit that Saiyan from the 7th universe is indeed very strong. Well, a tough opponent to deal with. Gabe also nodded seriously. Only hit, with a calm face, his expression didn't change at all. Because he felt that although the guys from the 7th universe were strong, he was sure of winning against them. And in comparison, Roger's strength can be called abnormal. So the final victory definitely belongs to the 6th universe. Champa, hurry up and start. This time our 7th universe must defeat your 6th universe. Beerus seemed a little impatient. This day, one has been looking forward to a room, advertisement. It is to defeat the 6th universe, to avenge its shame. Come on, Beerus. Don't think that we will be afraid of you, let you lose completely this time. Let you never dare to challenge the 6th universe again, Champa also said confidently. Cut. A dead fat pig who was overconfident. Whis, tell them the rules of the game. Then Beerus took a few steps back and said to Whis. In fact, in order to win this game, they have already studied many routines. Just so that Son Goku and Vegeta can deal with Roger at the same time. Okay, Lord Beerus. Since this is the case, everyone, please come closer and listen to me explain the rules of this competition. Whis looked at the crowd and said, I'll take a few steps 543 forward. First of all, let me tell you about our rules for this time. Each universe has 5 players, but instead of a duel, 5 players fight at the same time. The melee mode is adopted, and the universe that can stay in the ring in the end will win the final victory. Master Champa, do you have any comments? Whis looked at Champa and asked. After all, this is only the result of the connection of the 7th universe, so it is natural to ask the opinion of the 6th universe gods of destruction. It's up to you, anyway, no matter what schemes you play, it's useless in the face of absolute strength, Champa said indifferently. Anyway, I believe in Roger's strength, even if the 5 people on the opposite side go up together, so what? Among them, there are 3 rotten fish and rotten shrimps, which are not worth mentioning at all. So excited, to be able to compete with other strong players in the universe, and each of them is extremely powerful. I never thought that I could compete with these people, Gabe said excitedly. Although his temperament is relatively peaceful and peace-loving. But after all, the blood of the fighting nation Saiyan flows in his body. Naturally, he is more looking forward to the battle with the strong, and also more excited. 068 Great War breaks out, Mad Vegeta, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, stop being so useless, Gabe. I don't think those guys are anything special. Will our 6th universe lose to them? Caulifla is full of confidence. Although she can also feel the other party's strength, she is not the kind of person who admits that the other party is strong. Elder sister, Kale stood behind Caulifla, his eyes had returned to a timid look. Don't be afraid of Kale, sister will protect you. Caulifla patted Kale's hand and said comfortingly. Champa, since you have no objections, let's start the game. Soon you will know that the overall strength of the 7th universe far surpasses yours, the 6th universe. Beerus said impatiently to Champa, Cut, it's just a defeat. Do you really think that you guys can pull out any big waves? I don't believe that with Son Goku and Vegeta, we can beat our universe. As for the other 3 crooked melons, you don't pin your hopes on them, do you? Champa is also ruthless, opening his mouth to fight back crazily. Cut. This dead fat pig, listening to him now, am I really getting angrier? Listen to me, you guys, you are only allowed to win this time. If you are still defeated this time, I think you should know exactly what the end will be. I will destroy the earth with my own hands, and you will also disappear. Afterwards, Beerus spoke to Son Goku and Vegeta very seriously. This guy's Son Goku had a military order with him. It is said that this time we will definitely be able to win the 6th universe. If they continue to lose this time, they will destroy the earth without hesitation. Because food is not that important compared to your own face and the dignity of gods of destruction. Don't worry, Master Beerus, I feel that other than Roger, the strength of the others is not very strong. As long as the others are eliminated, if Vegeta and I join forces, we can definitely defeat IG, Son Goku said still confidently. After this month of practice, he and Vegeta have also reached a consensus. That's how the two of them could team up and beat Roger. Just this once. Advertisement, cut. Although Vegeta agreed to join forces, but his face is still not very good looking. Kakarot, but the opponent that I have always wanted to surpass, now I actually want to join forces with him. That's ironic enough. Okay, let's play then, Beerus nodded and said. Whoosh whoosh. After the sound fell, Son Goku, Vegeta and Son Gohan flashed their bodies and appeared directly on the ring. Let's go down 2. I'll give you a division of labor now. Hit, your opponent is Vegeta, the Spire. Cal, your opponent is Son Gohan, that handsome boy. Caulifla, your opponent is Majin Buu, the fat guy who is pink. As for the last Piccolo, I'll leave it to you, Zhengqi. The three of you are now able to become Super Saiyan, presumably even if they are not their opponents, there will not be a big gap between them. You must go all out in the game, and you don't need to worry too much about the final result. Roger spoke to the 4 of them. Their opponents have been clearly assigned. Now the most important point is Hit. If he can defeat Vegeta, then there will be no suspense in this match. If Hit is defeated by Vegeta, then Son Goku and Vegeta will join forces and he cannot cast Ultra Instinct. There may be some difficulty with 1 to 2, because I can feel that after this month of practice, the strength of Son Goku and Vegeta has been greatly improved. Perhaps each of them has already broken through their own limits. As for what level they broke through, I still can't see through it. But the only thing that can be confirmed is that at this time, Son Goku and Vegeta's strengths have both been greatly improved. Yeah, got it, Master Roger. Gabe nodded obediently. As for the others, although they were not so obedient, they nodded in the same way. In fact, for them, this is a very good game. It allows them to improve their strength in actual combat. Especially Caulifla, more excited than others. Because she likes fighting since she was a child, she will be extra excited when encountering an opponent stronger than her. Advertisement, okay. Let's play then, Roger said, and then the 5 of them appeared on the ring with a flash of their bodies. Each found its own opponent. Yo, are you trying to be my opponent? Vegeta looked at Hit who suddenly appeared in front of him and said to Hit with a confident and even contemptuous arc at the corner of his mouth. In the entire 6th universe, except for Roger, I didn't put anyone in my eyes. Although this purple-skinned guy seems mysterious, the energy in his body is much stronger than the other Saiyans. But it is absolutely impossible to be your opponent. Especially myself who has already broken through the limit. Facing Vegeta's ridicule, Hit's expression did not change at all, and he remained flat. Putting his hands in the pockets of his windbreaker, he looked at Vegeta indifferently. He can also feel that the opponent is strong, but as long as he doesn't know his flash time skill, he still has a chance of winning. Tilde operator cut. Don't talk? It seems that you have started to be afraid of this prince. I advise you to admit defeat obediently, because I have no interest in you. Vegeta still said with a little complacency, but Hit, from the beginning to the end, remained unmoved. Roger, I can finally fight with you again. Son Goku looked at Roger excitedly and said. The first 2 times I lost really badly, but this time, the same problem will never occur. It seems that your strength has been greatly improved. Not bad, Son Goku, you are indeed qualified to fight me now. Roger said in a flat tone. He just has the qualifications to fight with himself. But it is absolutely impossible to surpass yourself. Hee, that's true. Just to prepare for this fight with you, Vegeta and I have trained like a devil, Son Goku said confidently. Hey, you all give me less nonsense. Hurry up and start the game, Beerus ordered. Gabe, Caulifla and others rushed towards their opponents first. 069 hit speed shocked gods of destruction Beerus, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, haha. With a roar, Gabe directly transformed into the form of Super Saiyan, and Gold's arrogance lingered around his body. Gabe at this time is countless times stronger than 10 days ago. Blonde. Super Saiyan. I didn't expect that Saiyan from the 6th universe could turn into a Super Saiyan form. It seems that it is not that simple to win this game. Piccolo glanced at Gabe in Super Saiyan form, and then said with deep eyes. Although I have been practicing uninterruptedly all these years. But after all, the upper limit of the Namekians is too low. No matter how much you practice, the improvement in strength cannot be compared with Saiyan. Please advise. Gabe was very polite and cupped his fists at Piccolo. This surprised Piccolo. Because those Saiyans in the 7th universe are all arrogant. But Saiyan of the 6th universe, that doesn't seem to be the case. Come on. Show me how good Saiyan from the 6th universe is. Piccolo smiled, then made a fighting stance 790, shish. In the next second, the bodies of the two burst out at the same time. In an instant, they fought together. Then, Caulifla also transforms into Super Saiyan form, and then fights Majin Buu to come back together. Although it has become the form of Super Saiyan, compared with Majin Buu, there is still a big gap in strength. And his attack doesn't do anything for Majin Buu. It feels like power is hitting the cotton, and there is a sense of powerlessness. 7th Universe Son Gohan, please advise. What he saw in front of his eyes was actually Saiyan, a girl from the 6th universe. Son Gohan immediately said politely, although the blood of Saiyan is also flowing in the body. But is he different from the group leader's Saiyan? After all, he has received higher education. Kale did not speak, but clenched his fist, and White's arrogance burst out from his body instantly. It looks like you can't become a Super Saiyan yet. Advertisement, however, I must win this battle, because it is a matter of safety, Cefe, for the Earth. Looking at Kale's appearance at this time, Son Gohan said seriously. I must protect my wife and daughter from harm. The Earth must also be protected, so in this battle, I must win no matter what. Whoosh! Without saying a word, Kale went directly towards Son Gohan. Because she is very clear about her goal, which is to beat the 7th universe player. And on the other side, hey, are you a dumb guy? I advise you to leave this ring as soon as possible, because you are absolutely impossible to be my Vegeta's opponent. Carrying the guitar on his back, he clenched his fist, then pointed his thumb to his nose and said confidently. Perhaps it was because of his increased strength that he was overconfident. It's you who should leave this arena. At this time, Hit finally spoke lightly. Although this guy is very strong, it is not so easy to defeat him. Cut. Reckless things. Since you insist on looking for abuse, then I will show you the power of Super Saiyan. Vegeta snorted coldly, then clenched his fists, instantly transformed into Super Saiyan 2 form. For them, it is very simple to become Saiyan now, just like drinking water. There is no need to raise the aura through the roar of the road and then transform. Now, this prince will send you out of the ring. The haughty voice fell, and Vegeta's body went with the flow and disappeared in place. When it appeared again, it was already in front of Hit, and without any hesitation, he punched Hit in the face. Vegeta is very confident, as long as Hit is hit by this punch, he can easily defeat him. In the next time, I can go to Rog to compete. However, Vegeta is obviously a little too self-righteous. The moment his fist blasted, Hit's body disappeared in place. Just like that, the living body disappeared, and even the breath disappeared. Advertisement in an instant, it seemed to have completely disappeared in this space. What? Gone? What are you kidding? Vegeta quickly withdrew his fist, and his face changed suddenly. Although I didn't exert all my strength, but at this moment, I can't feel the breath of the other party at all. Isn't this too perverted? Even if Kakarot used instant transmission to increase the speed to the extreme, it is impossible to hide the breath of the whole person. But this guy's anger completely disappeared inexplicably. Boom! Before Vegeta could react at all, Hit's clenched right fist had already hit Vegeta's right neck heavily. Whoosh! I didn't react at all, and I didn't even know what happened. Vegeta's body flew out sideways. Grabbing the ground, it flew directly for several tens of feet, and a hole was plowed into the hard arena. Then lay in the rubble. What? So, impossible. This is absolutely impossible. Vegeta was defeated in an instant. What are you kidding? And that guy's speed is astonishing. At the moment when he attacked just now, he had no idea where he was. Even I couldn't see him clearly. Son Goku's face darkened, showing a look of incomparable surprise and solemnity. In addition to Roger, the 6th universe actually has such a powerful existence. The speed is too fast to give a chance to react. Even if it was me just now, it is absolutely impossible for me to avoid it. How fast is this guy's speed? And Son Gohan and Piccolo also looked dumbfounded. Even Vegeta didn't react. If it was them, maybe they would have been eliminated long ago, right? Whis, what happened just now? Why was Vegeta sent flying? That guy's speed was so fast that I didn't even see it clearly. Beerus was extremely astonished at this moment, swallowed hard, then looked at Whis and asked. That guy's speed reached an extreme just now. Even I didn't see clearly at all, let alone Vegeta and Son Goku. This guy has such a fast speed, doesn't that mean that this time the game is also very dangerous? 070 Challenge full power, the flash time skill is broken, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, Master Beerus, that hit of the 6th universe seems to have mastered some kind of time ability. To be more precise, he should be able to jump time to attack, so during this attack time, Vegeta cannot catch Hit's breath. Whis also explained very seriously. In fact, as an angel, even the angel of the 7th universe, he has heard of Hit, the killer of the 6th universe. His manipulation of time can be said to have reached a very skillful level. Just now Vegeta didn't have any defenses, so he was knocked into the air, which was expected. What? A mere human being can surpass time? What are you kidding about? This is something that even destroying Shendu can't do. After listening to Whis' words, Beerus was surprised. You know, only angel can manipulate time, not even gods of destruction. Unexpectedly, a human being from the 6th universe actually has the ability to manipulate time. This is nothing surprising, Lord Beerus. There are 1 or 2 strange human beings in every universe. It's no surprise that they can manipulate time, Whis said lightly from the side. Cut. In that case, Vegeta is not doomed to lose this match. As long as that guy can use the ability to manipulate time every time, Vegeta won't be able to capture his breath at all. When he said this, Beerus's face became a little ugly. One must know that in his plan, Vegeta played a very important role. Without the combination of Vegeta and Son Goku, Roger cannot be defeated by one person. If Vegeta is defeated, then his plan will definitely fail, and he will lose to that fat pig Champa again. This is something he absolutely does not allow. Please rest assured, Master Beerus. Although Hit has the ability to manipulate time, according to my observation just now, the time he can jump should only be 0.1 second. In comparison, Vegeta's strength is much stronger than Hit's. Under the huge gap, the time jump of 0.1 seconds is not so difficult to cross. The reason why Vegeta was knocked into the air just now is because he underestimated the enemy and did not become a Super Saiyan God. If he had taken it seriously from the beginning, what happened just now would not have happened. After hearing Beerus's concerns, Whis explained from the side. Although this ability to jump time is very strong, it has a limit after all. When the strength of the opponent far surpasses him, the ability of this time jump is not very useful. Advertisement, TCH, that's how it is. Son Goku and Vegeta, these two bastards, always think themselves right. Beerus clenched his fists, cursed, then stood up with a swipe. Then yelled into the ring, "Hey Vegeta, you be ********* D. Stand up for me and get on with the fight. If you lose this time, I will absolutely destroy the earth." After hearing Beerus's voice, Vegeta stood up, pooh. Tilting his head, he spat out the bloody saliva in his mouth. Then wiped the corners of his mouth. Hit's attack just now was really heavy, and he had already suffered some injuries. But his strength doesn't seem to be that strong. If he was very strong, I would have been eliminated or even killed if I received his fatal blow just now in the state of Super Saiyan. Now that he can still stand up, it means that he is just faster and his strength is not that strong. Seeing Vegeta standing up again, Hit's face showed a serious look. He thought that his attack just now could at least stun Vegeta directly. But now it seems that playing the guitar is much stronger than I imagined. The vital parts were attacked, but he was able to stand up, as if he had only suffered some minor injuries. You be ******* D. I will never forgive you. Next, Lao Su Vegeta will show you my true strength. Vegeta clenched his fists, his face suddenly changed. Almost at that moment, Blue's arrogance burst out from his body. At the same time, the hair and eyeballs have completely turned into blue. And just after the hair and pupils turned into blue, the blue arrogance around Vegeta's body returned to the body a little bit. This is the full power form of Super Saiyan Blue. Being able to seal all the breath in the body, in this way, the consumption of physical energy and energy will not be too great. The form of Super Saiyan Blue can also persist for a longer period of time. Asking for flowers. Advertisement. It continued to change again, and he couldn't capture his anger at all. What's going on? Looking at Vegeta, who had completely turned into blue at this time, Hit showed a look of surprise. If you can't capture the other party's breath, it means that the other party has reached the realm of God. It's unbelievable that Saiyan from the 7th universe is so scary. What's the matter? Are you already scared? Don't be afraid, because the real strength of labor and capital has not yet been used. Seeing Hit with a surprised expression on his face, Vegeta said proudly. But he did not boast. The full power Super Saiyan Blue form is no longer his strongest form. Hit didn't speak back. Instead, he took his hands out of his windbreaker pockets, which shows that he has started to take it seriously. Vegeta's strength has surpassed his imagination. If you don't show your full strength, you can't defeat him at all. Now, I'll let you know how powerful lousy Vegeta is. The moment the voice fell, Vegeta's body disappeared in place at an astonishing speed. It reached Hit almost instantly, then he punched out. But Hit's face didn't change at all, and he was still extremely calm. Just when the fist was about to touch the body, Hit's body disappeared again. Almost at the same time, a fist hit Vegeta directly on the back of the head. Vegeta turned around physically and then caught Hit's fist. The same move, do you think it won't work for me? I'm a fighting genius. The corners of Vegeta's mouth curled up in an extremely confident arc. Then he swept his foot towards Hit's body. Hit disappeared physically again. Lifting his toes, he kicked towards Vegeta's heart. Vegeta pulled his body back and then dodged Hit's attack again. What? Both attacks were seen through, and Hit's face finally changed. You have to know that just now I used the flash time skill. This guy can actually see through his own actions, which means that his strength far surpasses his own. The 0.1 second flash time skill has no effect on him. 071 Shenfan V's Chuan Chao Care, please ask for flowers and votes. Advertisement, is that your level? Your actions have been completely seen through by me. I'm really sorry, you are no longer my opponent at all. Vegeta pointed to the tip of his nose with his thumb confidently, and said proudly to Hit. At the beginning, I was really careless, a little too small. Look at this guy's strength. Became a Super Saiyan, not a Super Saiyan Blue fight. So I suffered a little loss. But then, it is absolutely impossible for such a thing to happen again. Have you seen through my flash time skills? If this continues, this battle may indeed be a bit difficult. It seems that there are more powerful people in the universe than I thought. Hit's face was heavy, thinking secretly in his heart. Originally, he thought that it was impossible for 633 among human beings to decipher his flash time skill. But in the past 10 days or so, there have been 2 consecutive people who can ignore their flash time skills. It really hit her hard. At the same time, after seeing through his unique skill of flashing time, he definitely cannot be the opponent of Vegeta in front of him. Because in terms of strength alone, he was originally stronger than himself. Excellent, Vegeta. It looks like I underestimated you a little before. That's it, let me get rid of all those guys from the 6th universe. Seeing Vegeta reverse the situation in an instant, Beerus also shouted excitedly. You must know that after Vegeta wins, his plan can continue. Then the hope of defeating Roger will be even greater. Hey Hit, cheer me up and fight hard. You're the #1 killer of our 6th universe, don't embarrass me. At this time, Champa, who was standing on the audience stage eating snacks, also yelled at the ring. You know, if Vegeta defeats Hit, then he and Son Goku will join forces against Roger next. This situation is not a good thing. Master Champa, it seems that Hit is about to lose the game. The gap in strength between him and Vegeta is a bit too big, and now Shan Shigung didn't play its role in the first place. Advertisement, then Vegeta has completely taken precautions, and the flash time kung fu will be even more useless. Vados on the side also analyzed seriously. In fact, she also began to feel a little worried for Roger. If Hit loses, then the situation becomes Roger 1 against 2. Even though Roger is very strong, it is definitely a bit difficult to deal with Son Goku and Vegeta at the same time without using Ultra Instinct. Cut. I hope that guy can hold on for a while longer and buy some time for Roger to eliminate Son Goku first. If the time comes for a one-on-one fight, Vegeta will definitely not be Roger's opponent, Champa could only say with luck. At this time, look back at the battles of the other groups. The 7th universe is at a great advantage. Son Gohan, who has recovered to a godlike state, is still very terrifying. When Kale hadn't awakened and passed on Saiyan's bloodline, it was impossible to be the opposite tail of the meal delivery. He could only be pressed and beaten all the time, and he was already pushed to the edge of the ring. Maybe eliminated at any time. As for Caulifla, she also doesn't have the slightest advantage. Because his opponent is Majin Buu, this guy is pretty much ineffective against physical attacks. Even after Caulifla becomes Super Saiyan, her attack hits Majin Buu, but it has no effect. Even with an energy wave, directly opening a hole in Majin Buu's chest, that guy can recover in an instant. Hateful. This B********D is like a tough eraser. All the attacks don't seem to have any effect on him. What should I do next? Only then can I defeat him. Caulifla continued to attack, but her heart was very solemn. If this continues, your energy will soon be exhausted. But it is impossible to cause a little damage to the opponent. Hee hee, are you tickling me? Can you calm down a bit, this is too fun. Majin Buu suddenly laughed at Caulifla and said mockingly. Although Caulifla has been able to transform into Super Saiyan. Advertisement, but it only took 10 days to master this form. Did not fully grasp his stable form. More importantly, Majin Buu's strength has reached the level of Super Saiyan 3. So Caulifla, which just turned into Super Saiyan, is in his hands like a toy. You B****************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Hearing that mocking tone, Caulifla instantly became furious. After I became Super Saiyan, I was so humiliated by an eraser. Ha! Then he aimed his palms at Majin Buu, and energy balls blasted out from his palms one after another. When it hits Majin Buu's body, it goes right through it. But Majin Buu was able to recover in an instant. I didn't expect that besides Son Goku and Vegeta, there are so many powerful characters in the 7th universe. Champa looked at the situation in the ring and said in a dignified voice. At this time, except for Roger, the other 4 players are all in a passive state. Caulifla and Gabe are already on the verge of being eliminated, because the gap between their 2 strengths is too great. As for Kale, he is not Son Gohan's opponent. Time passed by every minute and every second. After 5 minutes passed, Caulifla and Gabe were directly eliminated. 1.4 The two returned to the auditorium with shame on their faces. Kale was still desperately persevering. You'd better go down with your companions. You can't beat me, the gap between us is too big. Son Gohan directly pushed Kale to the edge of the ring, and then said to Kale. No. Impossible, I promised my sister that I will never lose. Kyle clenched his fist. At that moment, Sao Green's arrogance appeared around his body. At the same time, breath began to explode rapidly. So irritable, what's going on? Has she been hiding her strength? Son Gohan looked at Kale in surprise. This guy's aura has increased too fast in an instant. 072 The explosion of Shenfan, surpassing challenge strength, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, haha. Accompanied by bursts of deep roars, the breath around Kale's body became more and more turbulent. And those who were originally white experience have not become grass green. Kai's body also changed at this moment. She looked thin and thin, but her body began to swell a little bit. The headband that tied her hair was instantly blown away by the flames. What the hell is going on with that guy? Why in an instant, her energy has increased so much, it seems to surpass Son Goku's son. Beerus frowned again as he watched Kale, whose aura surged wildly, and said. Just now this guy couldn't catch his eyes at all and didn't take him seriously at all. But why did she become so powerful in an instant? Maybe it's because of the special blood. The aura she exudes is completely different from Goku and Vegeta. If I'm not mistaken, 24, she should belong to the mutant Saiyan. Whis on the side guessed. If Son Goku and the others are Saiyan from common, then the girl from the 6th universe should be a mutant Saiyan. But if it is a normal Saiyan, then Son Goku and Vegeta should be the product of weakened blood. Damn, what the hell is going on with this 6th universe? It's full of monster-like guys. Beerus frowned and spoke. Just one Roger is already quite difficult to deal with. Now there is another mutant Saiyan, another destabilizing factor appeared. Go. Just kidding, her aura is rising too fast. No, I must eliminate him as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I might not be his opponent in a while. Surprised at the same time, Son Gohan made a decision in an instant. This time it is related to the life and death of the earth, and I must defeat Kale quickly. Whoosh! In the next second, Son Gohan's body jumped straight up. Appeared directly in front of Kale and then punched out. This time, all the power emperors appeared, just to prevent accidents from happening. Roar! A beast-like roar came out of his throat, and the grass-green gas liquid around his body was directly sprayed out. Advertisement and at that moment, Kale's hair directly turned into grass green. Black's eyeballs had disappeared, the body becomes extremely strong. Snapped. Then, grabs Son Gohan's fist, then I'll take you to the blood sacrifice first. With ferocious features, Kale smiled coldly at Son Gohan. Then he directly threw Son Gohan's body and landed directly on the edge of the other side of the ring. It's so dangerous, isn't this guy's strength too huge? It's almost like a monster. Son Gohan frowned, thinking quickly about what to do next. Oh, Kale roared again. Sao Green's energy ball instantly condensed from his chest. The whole ground began to tremble crazily. The arena began to be destroyed little by little, and cracks spread out in all directions. And the huge grass-green energy ball shot directly at Son Gohan overpressure. If it is hit, even if it is not killed, it will definitely be blown out of the ring on the spot. Moreover, the energy ball moved so fast that Son Gohan had no time to react. Son Gohan frowned. Raise your hands to catch the energy ball hard. Gohan, get out of the way. Almost at the same moment, Piccolo's reminder sounded. Then a figure flashed past and pushed Son Gohan out. This man is none other than Piccolo. Son Gohan let out a cry. However, it was too late for them to react. Piccolo's body was hit hard by the energy ball. Boom. Then, he was directly knocked out and landed outside the arena. The entire back has been burned into a piece of scorched black, and he has passed out completely, and he doesn't know whether he is dead or alive. Piccolo. Piccolo uncle. Advertisement. Son Goku and Son Gohan looked at Piccolo at the same time, with worried expressions on their faces. And Son Gohan clenched his fists tightly. Every time I am in danger, Piccolo uncle steps forward to block the danger for myself. When dealing with Nappa, it was the same scene. Piccolo uncle used his body to block the danger for himself. Then he was killed. Unexpectedly, the same scene happened again today. You were absolutely unforgivable. Looking at the motionless Piccolo, it seemed that Son Gohan's anger was aroused. With a clenched fist, angry flames shot out from his eyes instantly. And at that moment, Son Gohan's arrogance also began to skyrocket, and he rubbed his bangs in front of his eyebrows and began to move automatically without wind. How dare you hurt Piccolo uncle? Absolutely unforgivable. Son Gohan roared angrily and went directly to the teaching. Blast out with one punch. Kale was also blasted out by a group of 43s. Boom. Boom boom. The moment the two fists collided, the entire unknown planet trembled violently. Afterwards, the arena collapsed in an instant and was directly shaken into rubble. See Lala. The fists of the two were still colliding. Where the fist touched, lightning crackled. The arrogance of the two collided with each other, and blue veins wriggling like small snakes appeared on the faces. Okay. That's amazing. Gohan, kid, when did he have such a powerful force? It's not weaker than Super Saiyan Blue. At this time, the few people on the ring had stopped fighting, but looked at Son Gohan and Kair with surprised eyes. Vegeta cried out in surprise. The strength Gohan showed at this time is a bit too amazing, right? You know, when Frieza was revived, he almost couldn't even turn into Super Saiyan. But after only 1 or 2 months of practice, he not only recovered to his peak state. And now, it has power comparable to Super Saiyan Blue. This guy's talent is really outrageous. Well done, Gohan. Son Goku looked relieved. 073 Super Blue Full Power versus Super 4 Full Power for automatic subscription. Advertisement, haha. Son Gohan and Kair roared at the same time, and the arrogance erupted from their bodies swelled up again. And almost at the same time, at the moment when it was already shattered, it disappeared without a trace, and was directly smashed into powder by the terrifying force. Bang bang bang. The moment the two fists separated, they collided with each other more than a dozen punches. A series of shock waves spread out in all directions. If it wasn't for the protection of the energy shield, the surrounding food stalls would have been blown away. Whis, is this the ring you built? How come it's like tofu, it shatters when you touch it? Give me a good time, build another arena, and don't embarrass the 7th universe. Beerus glanced at Whis on the side and said. Unexpectedly, the battle between Son Gohan and Saiyan from the 6th universe has completely destroyed the ring. Then if Son Goku and Vegeta fight Roger next, such a ring will simply be unstoppable. Understood, Lord Beerus. Whis nodded, and then the angel staff in his hand lightly tapped the ground, and then the ring was created this time. The two fought fiercely together again. Roger and Son Goku, Vegeta and Hit have also stopped fighting, and turned their attention to the battle between Son Gohan and Kale. Except for Roger, the faces of the other three showed incomparable surprise. It seems that none of them expected that the battle between Son Gohan and Kale would be so fierce, and their strength is so powerful. The hot battle seems to be going all out. With each punch, the body will move back more than 10 feet. Damn it, although I have exploded with great strength at this time, it seems that there are some problems with my physical fitness. If I continue to fight like this, I have no chance of winning at all. It seems that this battle must be resolved as soon as possible. Even if I can't make it to the end, as long as I eliminate Saiyan from the 6th universe, then my elimination is still valuable. After taking a dozen steps back, Son Gohan frowned and thought to himself. Even with all his strength, he must eliminate Kale. Get Papa and Vegeta uncle out of trouble. At this time, Kale's aura was still expanding. Advertisement: she could no longer control her breath. If she can't be suppressed in time, if she continues to burst into breath like this, she will eventually exhaust her strength and die. This time, I will completely get rid of you. Son Gohan's eyes were like a torch, and he said very firmly. After finishing speaking, put your hands on your right arm and squat down slightly with your knees. With an incomparably serious expression, Blue's energy has already appeared between his palms. Kamehameha wave. Accompanied by a deep roar, the energy between Son Gohan's palms became more and more intense, and the power was astonishing. This time, he gathered almost all of his body's power zone. The only plan is to completely defeat Kale, ho 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 ho. Seemingly sensing a little danger, Kale suddenly roared. A huge grass-green energy ball gathered in the chest instantly. Then, it blasted directly at Son Gohan. Ha! Son Gohan shouted violently, and Kamehameha wave also came out. The moment the two energies touched, they exploded immediately. The terrifying shock wave directly shook the energy protection barrier into cracks. As for the bodies of Son Gohan and Kale, under the impact of the terrifying shock wave, their bodies flew out of the ring and then slammed into the energy protection barrier heavily. Ow! The protective barrier suddenly shattered. Oh, the collision just now was really unexpected. It is estimated that even Son Goku and Vegeta will have a hard time getting out of this kind of explosion. Why? Although Son Gohan was eliminated, he did a great job by eliminating a difficult opponent. Whis looked at the energy protection barrier that had been destroyed, as well as Son Gohan and Kale who had fallen out of the ring, and said, "This guy's aura is constantly rising. Even if Son Goku and Vegeta want to eliminate him, it is not so easy." And when the two of them were fighting, they were not as decisive as Son Gohan. That's right, Whis. Advertisement, son of Goku, this time is really good. He didn't practice with you, but he can possess such powerful power. If he cultivates well, his future achievements may be higher than those of Son Goku and Vegeta. Beerus also agreed very much and nodded. Son Gohan's performance just now is not weaker than Son Goku and Vegeta. He didn't practice with Angel Whis. If Angel Whis is known for a while, his strength will definitely be explosive. Damn it. This time our universe was eliminated by 3. And now there are 3 more in the 7th universe ring. Are we at a disadvantage? Champa frowned and said. Didn't expect the 7th universe to have such powerful guys besides Son Goku and Vegeta. The power that erupted just now, but Son Goku and Vegeta from a month ago without hesitation. Come on Son Goku. I know you've always wanted to challenge me, this is a good chance, and I can't use Ultra Instinct, you have a better chance of winning. Roger said lightly. Now everyone else is about the same, Lees, and they've all been eliminated. Besides the 4 of them, Majin Buu remained in the ring. However, Majin Buu's strength still has a big gap compared with the 4 of them. So its presence is almost negligible. For more than a month, I have been looking forward to fighting with you. But you can't go all out, and you always feel a little bit at a disadvantage. Son Goku nodded. In fact, he hopes that Roger can go all out to buy it. B. This is the decision of Lord Beerus and Lord Champa. I can't change myself. Haha, Son Goku suddenly roared. Directly into Super Saiyan full power form. When Roger clenched his fist, he also transformed into the form of Super Saiyan's 4 full energy. 074 Breakthrough. Extreme Dark Blue form. Ask for flowers and evaluation tickets. Advertisement, I didn't expect that you also improved your own strength and broke through your own limit. Is this the full power of Super Saiyan? Looking at Roger at this time, Son Goku couldn't help asking curiously. Because Roger at this time, although the form is exactly the same as before, but there are some changes. Because the arrogance of gold around his body is more violent, and more importantly, Black's hair has turned into a dark red. The moment he transformed, it seemed that the temperature of the entire space suddenly rose. It's like standing on the edge of the sun, the heat is extremely hot. It can be understood in this way. Rowan nodded. This is the form of the 4 full energies of Super Saiyan, and it can also be called the form of the 4 full powers of Super Saiyan. Hey, you guys are really exciting. Every drop of blood in my body is starting to boil. Come on, let me see how strong is Super Saiyan in its 4 full power forms. Son Goku fisted into claws, making a fighting stance one after the other. Oh well. Roger nodded. Almost at the moment when the voice fell, the body flashed out and arrived in front of Son Goku in an instant. Without the slightest hesitation, he punched out directly. Roger's speed was so fast that Son 947 Goku couldn't dodge at all. He could only instinctively raise his arms to block. Boom. But in the next second, Roger's fist hit Son Goku's arms firmly. Accompanied by a low muffled sound, Son Goku's body was directly punched several times. The 2 wells rubbed against the ground, and 2 shocking marks were pulled out on the ground. Although the arena has been strengthened by Whis, the strength just now is too terrifying. Wow Kaka. You guys' strength has become too big, right? Son Goku quickly shook his numb arms. Unexpectedly, with just one punch, he almost lost consciousness in his arms. And he knew very well that Roger hadn't exerted all his strength at all. If he used all his strength, it would be impossible to send himself out of the ring with just this punch. But, I won't be defeated so easily. Son Goku smiled, and rushed towards Roger. No reservations, no spending. Advertisement he punched Roger in the face with a straight fist. Because he is very aware of Roger's strength, there is no need to hide anything from him. Come on, Son Goku. The corner of Roger's mouth raised, and he also punched out. Boom. The moment the 2 fists took over, the shockwave spread instantly. Son Goku's body immediately backed up a dozen steps. As for Roger, he is as stable as Mount Tai. Cut, what the hell is that idiot Son Goku doing? Hasn't he already mastered a stronger power? Why is there such an unnecessary prelude? Can't you just use all the power? Beerus felt anxious for Son Goku, because he knows that Son Goku has mastered stronger transformation and power. If I use that kind of power, I might be able to compete with Roger. If it's just Super Saiyan Blue, it seems that they can only be beaten passively and they have no power to fight back at all. He might be testing Roger's true strength. Soon he should be able to cast Kaioken, Whis replied lightly. Such is the character of Son Goku. Hello, Beerus. It seems that those two guys from your 7th universe haven't improved at all. It's better to surrender obediently and don't engage in unnecessary resistance anymore. Champa looked at the situation on the field and said coldly. It can be seen from the several confrontations just now that Roger's strength far exceeds that of Son Goku. And Son Goku is the core player of 7th universe. As long as it is defeated, others will be vulnerable at all. Stop talking nonsense, you fat pig. It's not yet the last moment of the game. It's not clear who will win. Don't get too complacent, Beerus cursed, Seeb, indifferently. After cursing, he yelled at Son Goku in the audience. Goku, you idiot, hurry up and fight with all your might. Did you forget what I told you? If you lose this battle, you should know exactly what will happen. Hearing Beerus's words, the expressions of Son Goku and Vegeta also changed slightly. Indeed, we can't continue to explore like this. Advertisement. Roger must be defeated as fast as possible. The other side. Hit has been completely overwhelmed by Vegeta. You must know that after your flash time skill is seen through, your strength will be greatly reduced. As far as pure power is concerned, Vegeta's power far exceeds his own. Well, this guy is indeed a bit difficult, but in the future, I have no interest in playing with you anymore, so you can be eliminated. Vegeta clenched his fist and already made a judgmental sound. You self-righteous guy, don't think you can beat me, Hit frowned and said coldly. The strength of this guy in front of him really surpassed his imagination. But if he wants to eliminate himself, it is probably not so easy. Although his strength is not as good as his, it is his flash time skill, but it is not so easy to be defeated.
Is it? I think it's self-righteous, isn't it you? Vegeta sneered.
Then, with a clenched fist, a roar came out of his throat. Ha! Accompanied by bursts of roars, it seemed that the entire unknown planet trembled. So other auras are growing crazily. The arrogance of blue around the body has also turned into deep blue, and the arrogance is also mixed with countless starlight. And in that instant, Vegeta's hair went directly from blue to deep blue. The pupils also turned into a deep blue at that moment, and there was a feeling of radiance. What? Are you kidding me? This guy hasn't been there all this time. Did you fight in the holy calendar? Seeing Vegeta's current form and feeling his instantly inflated breath, Hit's face suddenly became serious. At this time, he also clearly realized that this guy's strength is too strong, and he can't be his opponent at all. Vegeta's strength has improved so much. Has it reached the level of Super Saiyan's Deep Blue? It seems that the two of them have really worked hard this month. Roger also glanced at Vegeta in surprise. You must know that in the Dragon Ball Super animation, the Super Saiyan Dark Blue form that Vegeta broke through was only broken through in the Power Conference. Unexpectedly, he has broken through to this level now. Then the ending is obvious. Chi-Chi will be eliminated soon. In the end, it really was a 1 versus 2 situation. 075 Vegeta, it's your turn. Roger, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, Vegeta from the 7th universe. How did his strength reach this level? A month ago, his strength was much weaker than now. Damn it, it turns out that Beerus was already prepared. No wonder he dared to fight and was so arrogant. Seeing Vegeta, who has changed form and has a very powerful aura, Lord Gods of Destruction Champa frowned and then whispered. Oh, the strength is indeed very powerful. To be honest, it's really surprising. I didn't expect Vegeta's strength to improve so much. It's only been a month. Vados also nodded in surprise. Then he glanced at Roger, who was fighting Son Goku in the arena at this time, and continued. If Vegeta has such a big breakthrough, then in the past month, it is impossible for Son Goku to stand still. Later, if Hit loses, Son Goku and Vegeta will deal with Roger, and it will be a bit difficult to deal with. If it is allowed to use the extremely easy power, no matter how powerful Vegeta and Son Goku are. It is impossible to be Roger's opponent, but the current situation is that Roger is restricted from using Ultra Instinct. If this is the case, it is really difficult for the two of them to work together. More importantly, only Hit and Roger are left in the 6th universe in the ring. After Hit is defeated, the situation will be quite severe. Is this Saiyan from the 7th universe? It's so strong? It's unbelievable. I used to always feel that I should be considered a pretty strong presence in Saiyan. But now it seems that it is not the same thing at all. Compared to Saiyan from the 7th universe, we are nothing at all, even they can crush us with one finger. Gabe on the side said with a complicated expression. To be honest, apart from being surprised and shocked, she is also very envious of Saiyan from the 7th universe. Can have such a powerful strength. If he also has such a strong strength, he will never encounter any obstacles when performing tasks in the future. Everything will go much smoother. Cut. Although it's a bit uncomfortable, those guys in the 7th universe are really strong. Even if we practice for a year or two, it's impossible to catch up with them. Khalifa also clenched her fists, and then said a little unwillingly. They are also Saiyan, and I have always thought that I am a genius, the best among Saiyans. But today she clearly realized that there are people beyond people, and there is a sky beyond the sky. Advertisement Saiyan of the 7th universe and Roger are not at all comparable to themselves. On the other side, Piccolo and the others were equally astonished. I really didn't expect that Vegeta had such a big breakthrough. This guy's strength is much stronger than it was a few months ago. How did you train these days in God Realm? Piccolo looked at Vegeta in surprise and whispered to himself. I remember that for a while, my own strength still surpassed Vegeta's. But now, they are left so far away, it seems like it will never be possible to compare them. Saiyan is really an annoying nation, on the ring. Hey, can you admit defeat now? Although your strength is very strange, but in the face of absolute strength, your method is completely unfeasible. Vegeta looked sideways, looked at Hit proudly and said. That guy's strange ability did cause him a little pain at first, and he was at a disadvantage. But now I have unreservedly used all my strength. So it is absolutely impossible for him to be his opponent. And now, his target is no longer Hit, but Roger. That is the goal you want to conquer. Don't get carried away, you want to defeat me, but it's not that easy. I will stick to it until the last moment. Hit gritted his teeth tightly. Although I can feel the gap between them, it is absolutely impossible for me to let him admit defeat so easily. Asterisk as the #1 killer of the 6th universe, she is still very proud. Before meeting Roger, he hardly had any opponents. So this also formed his proud and confident character. Yeah? In that case, it seems that I am the only one who sent you out of the ring. Advertisement. The moment Vegeta's voice fell, his body disappeared instantly. When it appeared again, it was already behind Hit. Without any hesitation, he punched out directly, whoosh. However, I also know that the fist hit only, it just penetrated the air and didn't hit Hit's body. That's right, I said a long time ago that I won't be fooled by the same move twice. The corner of Vegeta's mouth suddenly raised, and he didn't feel any discomfort because his attack failed. Instead, almost at the same time, he stepped directly behind him. What? Hit, who had just appeared behind Vegeta and was about to sneak attack, was hit in the chest by a sudden kick. Boom. The body was directly kicked and flew a distance of several tens of feet. The body has landed on the edge of the ring, and the heels have been vacated. Let me go down. Vegeta raised the corner of his mouth again and jumped up. Without giving Hit any time to prepare or to breathe, he swooped down and punched Hit directly in the cheek. Seeing this situation, Hit has no room for evasion and counterattack. I can only quickly raise my arms to minimize the attack on myself. Boom. The power of one punch, as vast as the universe, directly knocked Hit's body into the air. He flew out of the arena and landed heavily on the ground. The extremely hard ground was smashed into cracks. And the corner of Hit's mouth overflowed with purple blood in an instant. Hit lost. Vegeta's eyes finally turned to Roger. Next, it's your turn, Roger. Vegeta looked at Roger with great confidence and said 1.076 Arrogance? A punch crushes the dark blue Vegeta, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, Vegeta, it seems that after you mastered the dark blue form of Super Saiyan, your self-confidence is a little too inflated. Do you think that after becoming this form, you are qualified to talk to me like this? Roger glanced at Vegeta lightly and then said. It has to be said that Vegeta in dark blue form is indeed stronger than Super Saiyan Blue at full power. But to be so rampant in front of him, he really wasn't qualified enough. Oh, is it so? It seems that you still know something about Super Saiyan Dark Blue, but I can tell you now, you don't even know what Super Saiyan Dark Blue means? Take a good look. See how I, Vegeta, etc. will beat you to the ground. Vegeta seemed unusually confident. Bay, 467. Gita, don't underestimate Roger. His strength may be stronger than we imagined. Even if we comprehend a higher level of transformation, we must not be sloppy. Hearing Vegeta's arrogant words, and seeing his confident expression, Son Goku frowned and spoke. He still knows Vegeta well, that's the nature of the guy. Every time there is a new breakthrough in strength, he is always extremely proud. It's like dealing with monster cells more than 10 years ago. He who surpassed Super Saiyan was too confident and arrogant, which led to him being ravaged by Cell. Although it is said that in the past 10 years, the character of the surrounding towers has changed a lot. But this kind of character that becomes confident after becoming stronger has not changed at all. After a brief contact with Roger just now, he knew that Roger's strength had also made a huge breakthrough. Even if both of them have a breakthrough in strength, even if Vegeta has turned into a Super Saiyan Dark Blue form. It is not that simple to defeat Roger. Stop talking nonsense, Kakarot. Do you think you really understand the strength of Super Saiyan's Dark Blue form? You don't understand at all. Then you just watch me from the sidelines and see how I can defeat Roger. Vegeta said to Son Goku confidently, then he looked at Roger provocatively. You must be ashamed. You must rely on your own strength to defeat Roger. Advertisement let everyone know that he is the strongest Saiyan no matter in the 6th universe or in the 7th universe. Yes, you are very confident. I hope your strength can match your self-confidence. Roger said something lightly. Originally, she always felt that Vegeta in Dragon Ball was more mature and stable. But now it seems that some aspects in deep bone marrow are not things that can be changed overnight. Just like this guy's arrogant character, it will not change with the passage of time. Vegeta, did you forget what we discussed earlier? This matter is related to the life and death of the entire Earth. Son Goku frowned tightly and said to Vegeta, although he really didn't want to join forces with Vegeta, but if he didn't join forces, he knew very well that he couldn't beat Luofan at all. At that time, with Lord Beerus's character, maybe he will really destroy the Earth. That idiot Vegeta, what the hell is he thinking? Didn't I tell him before, let him and Son Goku team up to deal with Roger? This B********* D actually dared to ignore my words. If he loses this time, I will never spare him. Beerus clenched his fists tightly, looking at Vegeta with a somewhat cold gaze. I have already emphasized countless times that only the two of them work together to have the hope of defeating Roger. Because the strength of the three of them is too clear to him. Even if Roger doesn't use Ultra Instinct, his strength is still terrifyingly strong. Oh, Vegeta is really overconfident this time. In 1 month, although their strength has improved a lot, Roger will definitely not stand still. If you rely on his strength alone, there is no chance of winning at all, Whis also said flatly from the side. Hey Vegeta, did you forget what I told you earlier? If you screw things up this time, you be ****************, D. I'll be the first to destroy you. Hearing Whis' affirmative tone, Beerus immediately stood up and cursed at Vegeta loudly. Cut. You don't even believe me. Advertisement. Vegeta also looked aggrieved. Obviously, his own strength has been greatly improved. Obviously, even with his own strength, he still has an absolute chance of defeating Roger. But none of them believed in themselves. If this is the case, then maybe they will believe it only if the facts are not presented in front of their eyes. Whoosh! Vegeta pretended not to hear Beerus's voice, and then he dodged and rushed towards Roger. Although they don't believe in their own strength. But I will use my strength to prove to them that they were wrong just now. Get down on the ground for me, Vegeta roared with a punch. Act recklessly. I've improved a little strength, are you too complacent? Roger said something coldly, then there was no evasive action. Instead, he punched out with the same punch, the fists of the two collided immediately. This time the logic didn't have any reservations, but directly used the full power of 0.0. He wants Vegeta to clearly realize that no matter what kind of breakthrough he has, he still has an insurmountable gap. Boom! At that moment, the fists of the two collided. Then a huge energy shockwave spread out in all directions. Shush then, Vegeta's body was directly sent flying under the huge shockwave. The body backs out. Veins popped up all over his arm, and a smear of blood spilled from the corner of his mouth. Vegeta, Son Goku looked worried, jumped up and went directly to pick up Vegeta's body. But the terrifying force directly sent Son Goku flying. The bodies of the two fell to the edge of the ring. 0771 Volt 2, Dark Blue Vegeta plus Kaioken Son Goku, for automatic subscription. Advertisement, are you alright, Vegeta? I told you just now, don't underestimate him, his strength is much stronger than we imagined. This guy's Super Saiyan 4 full power form seems to be stronger than ours. Son Goku quickly let go of Vegeta, and then reminded him again. This time Vegeta did not refute, and the arrogance on his face had already begun to disappear. Because from that punch just now, he already felt Roger's strength. Far stronger than I imagined. Damn it, Vegeta the B*********************************** D. I was almost eliminated just now, let's see how I deal with him after I come down. Beerus looked at the scene in front of him, and his heart twitched just now. Fortunately, the two of them were not eliminated directly. It was also a false alarm. But Vegeta, the B************ D, dared not listen to his own words and disobeyed his own orders. Even this time, if they win the battle, they have to deal with him properly. It was a bit dangerous just now, but Roger's strength seems a bit too strong, right? With just one punch, Vegeta in dark blue form was sent flying out of the hospital. Looking at it now, even if 24 is Son Goku and Vegeta teaming up, it may not necessarily be able to gain the upper hand. Whis spoke from the side. On the side, Son Gohan and Piccolo also held their breath nervously. Then his eyes were firmly fixed on the ring. Apparently they also think Saiyan from the 6th universe is a bit too strong. You must know that Vegeta is an outrageous existence in their eyes now. He was hit directly by his punch, as if he had no power to block it at all. Well done, Roger. That's it, teach me those two guys a good lesson. Then they know how powerful the 6th universe is. Hey Beerus, wouldn't these two be your cards? If so, it's really disappointing. Seeing the situation that just happened in the ring, Champa naturally said extremely excitedly. If you look at people like this now, even Son Goku and Vegeta teamed up. It may not be able to beat Roger. Cut, that dead fat pig, it's too early to be happy. Beerus clenched his fists tightly. The thing he can't bear the most is that this guy Champa is proud of himself in front of him. Advertisement, and this time on the ring. Roger looked at Vegeta, who was extremely heavy with papaya, and then said lightly. What's wrong? Vegeta, weren't you very confident just now? You won't tell me that this is all your strength?
If that's the case, I'm really disappointed. Vegeta's self-righteous arrogance just now really made him feel very uncomfortable.
That's why he punched him with all his strength and gave him a blow. Let him know that Super Saiyan's dark blue form is not as big as he imagined. Damn, smug B************** D, I just wasn't ready. Although I have already judged Roger's strength in my heart, I want him to directly admit that he is weak.
That is absolutely impossible. Let's join forces, Vegelu.
The strength of the two of us as any one person is not enough to compete with Roger. Only when the two of us join forces, will there be any hope of winning. Son Goku looked at Vegeta and then said very seriously.
Vegeta just clenched his fist tightly and didn't speak. And obviously, this time he didn't refuse. He had already paid the price for his arrogance just now.
Okay, then I will use all my strength to fight. Son Goku said something, then suddenly clenched his fists.
Almost at that moment, a terrifying arrogance erupted from his body instantly.
But this time the arrogance is not blue or deep blue. It's the arrogance of red. 10 times. Kaioken, along with the roar, Son Goku's aura also exploded in an instant. Rustle at the same time, Red's arrogance was rustling.
It seems to want to tear the space apart. At this moment, Sun Kangkong's aura was not weaker than Vegeta's in the dark blue shape.
The two were in an evenly matched state. Amazing.
Although they can't be compared with Roger, I have to say that these two Saiyans from the 6th universe are indeed very powerful. Champa, who was eating snacks in the auditorium, said sincerely after feeling that Son Goku's aura had also increased explosively.
Although I don't like the gods of destruction Beerus of the 7th universe. But it cannot be denied that the two Saiyans of the 7th universe are indeed very strong.
Among humans, not many people can achieve this level.
Advertisement even looking at 12 universes, they are already considered the best of mankind. If the 6th universe does not have Roger, it is really not an easy task to win the 7th universe. Come on, Vegeta. Son Goku said suddenly, then the bodies of the two people flashed out in an instant. The bodies of the two crossed each other. The two flames, one blue and one red, are like two giant dragons, entangled and moving forward. At this time, both of them were very fast. Almost in the blink of an eye, I arrived at the left and right sides of Roger 700. Without any hesitation, the two punched out almost at the same time. It can be seen that the tacit understanding between the two of them is still very high.
Although neither of them want to join forces with each other.
But when training with Whis, the two of them often attack Whis together.
So over time, the degree of tacit understanding has naturally improved a lot.
Roger quickly opened his arms, and then blocked the fists of Son Goku and Vegeta. Bang bang. The four fists collided, and the ring under Roger's feet collapsed instantly. The cracks under his feet spread again. Aha! Roger suddenly let out a loud cry, and terrifying power erupted from his body in an instant. Just knocked Son Goku and Vegeta back, the two jumped up. Very tacit understanding. Then both of them made their own signature moves.
Kamehameha wave, ha ha, ultimate flash, ha.
Almost at the same time, the two energy dragons blasted directly towards Roger. Ki blast? Sorry, my energy may be much stronger than yours. Looking at the two powerful ki blasts, Roger sneered. Then he raised his arms horizontally, and then made a shooting motion with his index and middle fingers. Purple's energy ball instantly condensed from the fingertips. 078 Advanced Destructive Power, Shocking Angel Gods of Destruction, Seeking Automatic Subscription. Advertisement then, Roger just pulled the trigger. Destroy. A deep and indifferent voice came from his throat. In the next second, the two energy balls from the fingertips shot directly towards Gui Sai Ki Blast and Ultimate Flash. When the two ki blasts came into contact with the destructive energy, there was no explosion. Not even a ripple was stirred up, the two ki blasts disappeared instantly without making a sound. Then it directly turned into purple starlight. The expressions of Son Goku and Vegeta also became serious in an instant. At the same time, a look of horror appeared on his face. Although Son Gohan and Piccolo were also shocked by the scene in front of them, they didn't know what it meant. But at this time, whether it was the gods of destruction Beerus and Angel Whis of the 7th universe, or the gods of destruction Champa of the 6th universe, unparalleled horror was revealed on their faces. What? That's destructive energy. Are you kidding? Does this B********** D actually have the power to destroy? Damn it. Damn it, Champa, that dead fat pig, in order to win this competition, Goran is so unscrupulous. Teach this B******** D the power of destruction. Beerus stood up with a bang, and at the same time he was extremely astonished. A burst of anger rushed to Tinling Gai in an instant. A mere human has actually mastered the destructive power of gods of destruction. This also means that Son Goku and Vegeta have no chance of winning. After mastering the power of destruction, that guy didn't need to make any movements at all. Song needed to use his own destructive power to arrange a layer of destructive armor around his body. In this way, it can resist any attack by Son Goku and Vegeta. And they definitely wouldn't dare approach Roger. Champa, this B******* D is too insidious. In order to win me, I actually imparted the symbol of gods of destruction, the energy of destruction to this guy. Beerus clenched his fists tightly and looked at Champa viciously. To know the energy of destruction, only gods of destruction of a universe is qualified to master it. Master Beerus, please don't worry, advertisement. You can look at Master Champa's face. He seems to be as surprised as you. This shows that Roger's destructive power should not be taught by him. When Beerus was very angry and wanted to question Champa, Whis on the side spoke lightly. If Roger's destructive power seems to be taught by Lord Champa, then Lord Champa should not have such a surprised look on his face. One must know that the look of surprise on his face was not weaker than Lord Beerus's. What did you say? Hearing this, Beerus looked at Champa again. Indeed, just like what Whis said just now, Champa also showed a look of incomparable surprise on his face. This look of astonishment is definitely not fake. That means, he doesn't know how Roger mastered the power of destruction. Are you kidding? Can a human being be able to actively master the power of destruction? This kind of thing, even if you kill yourself, you will never believe it. And I can feel it. The destructive power that Roger just displayed is more pure than the destructive power mastered by Master Beerus and Master Champa. Whis continued to speak from the side. You can never go wrong with your own feelings. The destructive power that Roger used just now is definitely more pure than Master Beerus and Master Champa have mastered. It made him wonder, even if this guy has his sister's tutoring, the sister did teach him gods of destruction's divine skills. But it is absolutely impossible to surpass Master Beerus and Master Champa. But obviously, the destructive power that Roger used just now is far more powerful than those of Lord Beerus and Lord Champa. Stop making such unrealistic jokes, Whis. Although I don't know how that guy mastered the power of destruction, how could he master the power of destruction purer than me in just 1 month? I am the real gods of destruction, Beerus frowned, said contemptuously. Although he said so, but he still believes Whis. After all, Whis is an angel, and generally he will not lie. 097404324 Filu 074591191. This made his face even more ugly. In this way, if I fight this guy again, wouldn't it mean that my biggest hole card will be useless? Oh, I don't quite believe it's true either, but that's the truth. Whis could only shrug his shoulders helplessly. At this time, it was on the audience stand of the 6th universe. Advertisement. After a short period of astonishment and shock, Champa has also recovered. Then he raised his head and stared at Vados and asked, "Hey Vados, do you really want me to abdicate early to give up the throne?" In his opinion, Roger can master the power of destruction, so it is 100% taught by Vados. Because I never taught Roger the power of destruction. And I don't have so much time, and I don't have the thought to teach. And during this month, Vados was with Roger. There's absolutely no one else besides him. Ho ho, Lord Champa, you really wronged me. Roger's destructive power was not taught by me. And didn't you feel it just now? The destructive power that Roger exerted is more advanced and purer than the destructive power that you master. Vados smiled. Said to Champa. In fact, when Roger mastered the power of destruction, he felt it immediately. At that time, I was as surprised as Mr. Champa. Only relying on one's own efforts, one has mastered the power of destruction. Money is good. Moreover, the destructive power mastered is more pure than the destructive power mastered by the real gods of destruction. This was indeed something that shocked even Angel. You really didn't teach it? Champa still asked a little suspiciously. Could it be the destructive power that he comprehended? This is too unbelievable, it's really not Xing. It can only be said that Roger's talent is too amazing. After all, he is someone who can even master the perfect ultra instinct. Vados nodded firmly, then went on to explain, this kid, it's really surprising. However, if this is the case, 7th universe will definitely lose this time. Champa smiled, then looked at Roger and said, with the blessing of destructive power. How could Son Goku and Vegeta be Roger's opponents? 079 Despair. Impossible to win the battle, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, Master Champa is absolutely right, our universe is already in an undefeated position in this match. Even if Roger can't use Ultra Instinct, he can easily defeat Son Goku and Vegeta with only destructive power. Vados smiled and said to Champa, hey, you guys already knew that Roger has the power of destruction, right? Champa stared at Vados and asked. Ho 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 ho, that's natural. I'm an angel. Vados didn't mean to hide it at all, but just nodded and admitted with a smile. Then he joked. Master Champa, you are the gods of destruction. Logically speaking, you should be particularly sensitive to the power of destruction, but Roger has mastered the power of destruction for more than half a month. Why do you always don't you feel it? Oh, Champa was taken aback for a moment, and then pretended to be calm and said, how could I not feel it? Of course I felt it a long time ago, I was just playing around. Ho ho, is that so? Vados just asked with a smile, and didn't expose Champa directly. At this time, 080, who was behind the two of them, also had a look of shock on his face. His eyes were fixed on Roger on the ring. Then, that guy's strength is so perverted. Fortunately, I still wanted to compete with him at the beginning, it seems that I am really beyond my control. Hit thought secretly in his heart. How strong Vegeta is, I have already felt it just now. And the strength of that Son Goku seems to be about the same as Vegeta. Unexpectedly, the two of them worked together to send out such a powerful ki blast, which was easily destroyed by Roger. This kind of terrifying strength is beyond imagination. It seems that Roger is stronger than I imagined, and I can't even imagine how amazing he is. Where is his limit? Before I met this guy, I always thought that I was the most powerful human being. As long as you use the flash time skill, there is absolutely no human being in this world who is your opponent. But now it seems that I was wrong, and it was very wrong. CECJ, only Son Goku and Vegeta of the 7th universe have powers stronger than themselves. Advertisement and Roger, with his own strength, can directly compete with the two of them, and even defeat them. This shows that Roger's strength is unfathomable, and it is definitely not something that he can guess. Too strong, I didn't expect Master Roger to be so strong. They're both Saiyan, and they're all the same age. It's really embarrassing in comparison. Gabe looked at Roger, who was standing on the ring like a god, and said in a daze. It's really amazing. I have to admire. Caulifla also nodded aside. I am a person who never admires others easily. But Ji Zhong admired it. It's too powerful. On the ring. Go. Just kidding. What that B*** D just cast was destructive energy. Damn it. He is clearly not the gods of destruction of the 6th universe. Why can he master the power of destruction? Vegeta's expression was extremely ugly at this time. It's okay if this guy surpasses himself in strength. Now he has directly used the power of destruction that only gods of destruction is qualified to master. In this case, I and Kakarot have no chance of winning at all. And even if he wanted to kill himself and Kakarot, it would probably be very easy. Kamehameha Wave and Ultimate Flash, were they destroyed by him in an instant? Destroying energy. What to do next? Based on the current situation, Vegeta and I can't be his opponent no matter what. Son Goku's face was also very ugly at this time. What's the matter with you two? Could it be that the two of you only have this strength? Without the bonus of Ki Blast, you won't even be able to fight like that. Roger withdrew his finger, then blew lightly on the fingertip, looked at Son Goku and Vegeta and said, "The power of destruction is really strong. If I just used pure energy to fight against the two of them, although I can continue."
Advertisement. But it will never be so easy. But mastering the power of destruction is different. You can directly destroy their energy with just a raise of your hand.
Although in the animation of the Dragon Ball Superpower Conference, Vegeta was able to counter Toppo's destructive energy with his own energy. But for Toppo at that time, it was just a candidate for gods of destruction. The destructive energy mastered is not pure, and its own strength is too weak. That's why it was directly crushed by the energy of Vegeta in dark blue form. But I am different. What I have mastered is a more advanced destructive force than the real gods of destruction.
So let alone the energy of Vegeta and Son Goku, even the destructive power of the real gods of destruction cannot destroy its own destructive energy.
You be **********, D. Don't get too carried away. Don't think that if you master the power of destruction, you are invincible. Vegeta clenched his fists tightly. Even if he is not as strong as Roger, but he dares to laugh at himself like this, then he will definitely not suffer in vain. Ha! After the sound fell, Vegeta blasted out countless energy balls with both hands. A set of princely tactics, the energy ball directly blasted towards Roger. With a thought in Roger's mind, a layer of purple light suddenly appeared around his body. Just as Beerus thought before, Roger's destructive energy built a layer of destructive armor around his body. When Vegeta's energy ball touched the armor, it disappeared without a trace. Then it turned into a little bit of starlight, didn't make any ripples at all. It didn't work at all. If this continues, there is absolutely no chance of winning. Looking at what happened in front of him, Son Goku frowned even deeper. Energy attacks are useless against Roger. Moreover, Vegeta's style of play will only waste his own energy. Not only can it not cause damage to Roger, but its own energy will be lost quickly. This game, they have already lost. 080 Enraged Beerus, unforgivable, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, Vegeta was still frantically releasing his energy ball. But this kind of attack is really a waste of his physical energy. Vegeta may really be dazzled by anger. Stop it, Vegeta. Your attack has no effect on him at all. It will only consume your physical energy for nothing. Son Goku on the side hurriedly reminded. You shut up, Kakarot. Vegeta couldn't listen at all. Son Goku's reminder. At this moment, he wanted to reach Roger and let this arrogant guy fall into his own hands. Prove to everyone that Vegeta is the strongest Saiyan. This guy, Vegeta, is too impulsive. After Son Goku heard Vegeta's answer, his complexion became even worse. The brows were almost tightly locked together. He was thinking about how to defeat Roger. But after thinking about it, I can't think of a good way at all. Time passed by every minute and every second. 2 minutes passed quickly. At this time, Vegeta, who had been bombarded wildly, had obviously started to have physical problems. Hoo-hoo. He was panting heavily, and many tiny drops of sweat had already appeared on his forehead. No, there is really no chance of winning if this continues. Son Goku finally frowned. He thought of a way. I don't know if it will work, but I have to try it at this time. Aha! Then, there was a sudden roar, and Blue's arrogance burst out again around his body. Whoosh! The body flashed, piercing the void. The body appeared directly in front of Roger. Then he exhaled with a fist, and the fist was wrapped with the energy of blue and red. He thought that wrapping his fist with his energy arrogance might be useful. It's just that what he thought seemed a little too simple. Before his fist touched Roger's body, the arrogance above his fist was instantly destroyed. I can only withdraw my fist quickly. Okay, it seems that you can't think of a way to break the power of destruction. In this case, let's end this meaningless battle early. Advertisement. Roger glanced at Vegeta, who was already tired, and Son Goku, who was helpless. After saying something coldly, his body suddenly disappeared. Incredibly fast, it was almost behind Vegeta in the blink of an eye. Be careful, Vegeta. Son Goku hurriedly opened his mouth to remind. But it is obviously too late, because Roger had already clenched his fists at this time, and then slammed down on Vegeta's back heavily. Boom! The moment the two fists hit Vegeta's back, the terrifying force of destruction directly destroyed the clothes on Vegeta's back. The body is like a meteorite, inserted into the ground in a straight line. The ground collapsed, and Vegeta was buried in time. Deep Blue's arrogance also disappeared in an instant. Vegeta's breath became weaker, obviously. After the indiscriminate bombing just now, and Roger's attack, he no longer has the physical strength to support the transformation of Super Saiyan's dark blue form. It's your turn, Son Goku. Roger gave Son Goku a cold look. Then the body disappeared again, and it appeared that it had arrived in front of Son Goku. Without any hesitation, he punched out directly. Seeing this, Son Goku could only quickly raise his arms to block. Boom! With one punch, Son Goku was knocked back. The terrifying destructive energy instantly destroyed the blue wristband on Son Goku's wrist. Roger controlled the power of destruction just right. Otherwise, just this punch could directly disable Son Goku's arms. Son Goku backed away, pushing himself over the edge of the ring. Without giving him a chance to react or breathe, Roger aimed his right hand at Son Goku. Aha! With a loud shout, a terrifying aura directly tore the ring in front of Son Goku. The gravel wrapped around Son Goku's body and flew out of the ring together. Son Goku was eliminated directly, and Vegeta has lost consciousness, and his life and death are unknown. Majin Buu, who has not yet been eliminated, everyone already knows that he cannot be Roger's opponent. There is no longer any suspense in this game. Asking for flowers. Advertisement. Everyone looked at Roger with a look of horror. In their eyes, Roger seemed to be more terrifying than gods of destruction. Lose. Lose? These two useless bastards actually lost again. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. This result made Beerus gnash his teeth angrily. Originally, this game was actually unnecessary, but it was because of Son Goku's stalking that I made myself believe in him. And Vegeta's behavior just now was even more hateful. Obviously, I have told him many times before, if I want to defeat Roger, I must let him join hands with Son Goku. But this B********* D dared not listen to his own words. Let the game be lost now, and it is still such a shame to lose Bizon. 0. I will never spare the two of them, ooh. No way. We didn't guess that Roger can master the power of destruction. So the loss this time has nothing to do with Son Goku and Vegeta. Whis, who was in the first run, naturally saw Beerus's vicious expression. That is to say, it can be regarded as pleading for Son Goku and Vegeta. Seconds later, Majin Buu lost again and Vegeta was thrown out of the ring. The competition is truly over, 7th universe completely lost. Hey, Skinny. How? Now you should be aware of the gap between your 7th universe and our 6th universe, right? Even without Ultra Instinct, Roger can easily defeat Son Goku and Vegeta. The humans of the 7th universe are really garbage, 0. Of course, as gods of destruction, you are no different from garbage. Champa laughed directly. Anyway, he and Beerus have been here for tens of millions of years. If he didn't take the opportunity to mock Beerus at this time, it would seem that he was a bit too contrived. D, hateful fat pig, smug attitude. Beerus clenched his fists and rattled. His eyes were even more angry, but at this time he couldn't say a word of rebuttal. 3 times, 3 full times, 081 when Zeno comes, the gods tremble, ask for flowers and votes. Advertisement. Under the eyes of everyone in Foy, the faint purple halo that surrounded Roger's body disappeared. Then the body jumped and appeared directly on the audience seat of the 6th universe. Good job, Roger. You guy is hiding too deep, right? When did you master the power of destruction? Why didn't I find out? Champa patted Roger on the shoulder, then asked with a face of reproach. When did I hide? It's just that you are usually too lazy, so you don't pay much attention to my every move. Didn't Vados find out about my mastery of destructive power long ago? Because she cares more about me, she found out earlier than you. Roger gave Champa a big roll of his eyes, then looked at Vados and said. Okay. Anyway, you performed well today, defeating the 7th, 377, universe once again. That guy Beerus looks a bit ugly. Champa looked at Beerus, then said with a smile. Although I said that I won Beerus in their universe this time, I was not as excited as the first time. However, at this time, if he didn't make a little trouble, it would seem that he was a bit too hypocritical. Hey Roger, how did you cultivate? You are also Saiyan, why can your strength be raised to such a level? The old man can't believe it. I'm afraid you are stronger than a god, right? At this moment, Caulifla came up carelessly, looked at Roger enviously and asked. To know that they are both Saiyan, god is a bit too unfair, right? Roger's strength, I am afraid that even if they work hard for a lifetime, they will not be able to reach that height. Come on, one day, you should be able to reach this level. Roger smiled and comforted him. This is of course a lie. They might be able to reach the level of Super Saiyan God. But it is absolutely impossible to master the power of destruction and make Ultra Instinct perfect. So what I said just now was just to comfort them a little bit. And at this time on the side of the 7th universe. Whis, for waking them both up for me. I must destroy the two of them with my own hands. These two bastards, I am really ashamed today. Beerus ordered to Whis. Yes, Lord Beerus. Whis nodded, then walked in front of Son Goku and Vegeta. Holding on to the staff, with a light wave, a ray of green light entered the bodies of Son Goku and Vegeta. Advertisement. Soon, the injuries on the two of them disappeared completely. The breath has also returned to its peak state. It's just that although the injuries on their bodies have recovered, the faces of the two are quite ugly. Frowning tightly, he turned his gaze to Beerus. They knew very well in their hearts, what would it mean to lose this game? Beerus has said before that if he loses this game, he will directly destroy the Earth and all of them. And lost the game. What's more, Vegeta just ignored Beerus's orders. It also made Beerus even more irritated, whizzing. The two of them leapt up, and they were in front of Beerus in an instant. I'm so sorry, Lord Beerus, we've lost again, Son Goku could only say with an embarrassed face. Because he didn't know what to say at this time to be more appropriate. You two trash, dare to embarrass me over and over again. And you, didn't you swear to me before that you would be able to defeat Roger? What is the ending now? Beerus grabbed the necklines of the two, with an angry expression as if he wanted to eat them directly. I told you before, I can promise you, let you play the game again, but if you lose the game, the Earth will be completely destroyed and all of you will disappear. Now that you really lost, it's time for me to fulfill my promise. Beerus let go of Vegeta and Son Goku, then, two purple destructive energy balls appeared directly aimed at Son Goku and Vegeta, Lord Beerus. This time, Son Goku and Vegeta were really scared. Because they couldn't see the slightest bit of joking in Beerus's eyes. It shows that he really wants to destroy the two of himself and the whole Earth. Piccolo and Son Gohan also clenched their fists tightly. They really want to go up and stop it, but they can't do anything at all. How strong Beerus is, they knew it when Beerus came to Earth for the first time several months ago. It's not something they can stop at all. Advertisement. And as gods of destruction, Beerus does have that right to completely destroy a planet. Hey Beerus, you're too mean, aren't you? If you lose the game, you will kill the players. You really are the most careful gods of destruction. Champa on the side said sarcastically. He also didn't expect that Beerus would directly kill Son Goku and Vegeta after losing the game. Mind your own business, fat pig, Beerus replied indifferently, then looked at Son Goku and Vegeta again. Roger, on the other hand, looked absent-minded, staring at the location of the ring that had been destroyed just now. He's waiting for someone to show up. Zeno, the truly strongest god standing at the tip of the universe. Out. And when Beerus was about to destroy Son Goku and Vegeta, Champa sneered. Three figures appeared in the arena unknowingly, and the moment it appeared, only Roger, Vados and Whis noticed. Zeno. Has it really come? Although the game between the two universes, the time may not be the same as the Dragon Ball operation. But Zeno is pretty punctual. 4.6, Master Beerus, I don't think now is the time to meet the two of them. At this moment, Whis said suddenly. What? You don't have to say anything, Whis, because I will never let them both go today.
No matter what the reason is, absolutely not. Beerus refused directly and indifferently.
Master Beerus, I think you should take a look down. You can make plans after reading it, Whis reminded again. Beerus glanced impatiently, but this glance directly made him dumbfounded, and his eyeballs almost vomited out. The body began to tremble even more, and Champa on the opposite side also noticed the appearance of Master Zeno with the reminder of Vados. Their bodies instantly trembled with fear. 082 Zeno. Then changed to Gods of Destruction, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, all. Master Zeno. Why did Master Zeno come to such a place? Trembling, Champa and Beerus spoke almost simultaneously. The frightened expressions on the faces of the two were completely presented in front of everyone. You must know that in the eyes of everyone, Gods of Destruction is the most advanced god in the universe. Although it is in the same position and level as Supreme Kai, its strength is not comparable to Supreme Kai at all. So even the Gods of Destruction in the Supreme Kai world will respectfully call you an adult. But I didn't expect the gods standing at the tip of the universe to be so frightened, and the frightened body began to tremble. Who on earth is causing Gods of Destruction to have such a big reaction? Make them so scared. Afterwards, everyone followed Beerus and Champa's gazes. Then I saw three strange figures. And the painting style is extremely simple, especially the little dot in the middle, it looks like a cartoon eraser. Who are those three guys? Why does Gods of Destruction look so scared when they see them? On the auditorium of the 6th universe, Caulifla asked in a low voice, 24. No one answered her question, because whether it's Roger or Shang, their eyes have already gathered on Zeno. Champa and Beerus were breaking out in a cold sweat. Son Goku and Vegeta had never seen Beerus show such fear. You must know that in their memory, Beerus will always be on top. Even his master, in front of Whis as an angel, he is equally rebellious. Vegeta, who are those three guys? Do you know? Why is Master Beerus so scared after seeing them? Son Goku glanced at Vegeta curiously and then asked. He had never seen Gods of Destruction. Lord Beerus had such a frightened expression on his face. You can know that those three guys are definitely not looking for a house. Definitely a scarier existence than Gods of Destruction. Of course I don't know, because I have never seen such a character before. And Vegeta, as the Prince of Saiyan, crossed the universe when he was young, well informed. Advertisement I have been to many places and met many people. You know Vegeta met Gods of Destruction Beerus when he was a child. Maybe Vegeta would know them. Are you kidding me? How did I know that guy? Vegeta glared at Son Goku, then said coldly. These three people with extremely simple painting styles seem to be completely different from them. But it is absolutely certain that this guy's strength is definitely above Beerus. Otherwise, Beerus wouldn't be so scared. Gods of Destruction in the 6th universe is equally terrifying. Lord Beerus, isn't it inappropriate for us to stand at such a high place and look down on Master Zeno? At this time, Whis looked at Beerus who was trembling with a terrified face and reminded him. Nonsense, of course it's not appropriate, Beerus replied immediately, and then appeared in front of Zeno with a short walk. Champa is not far behind. This is followed by the Supreme Kai of the two universes and the followers of Supreme Kai. Although other people don't know who that little guy is, they are extremely clear. Those are the gods who really stand on the cusp of the universe. It is truly possible to control the life and death of all universes. In an instant, or even just a single thought, a universe can be wiped out. Master Zeno. I don't know what advice you have for coming this time. Beerus and Champa prostrated themselves on the ground, asking in awe. I can't even lift my head up. As for Supreme Kai and their entourage behind them, their heads were almost stuck to the ground. Whis and Vados, who are angels, also knelt on one knee, showing enough respect. Master Zeno. Master Beerus called him Master Zeno. What the hell is going on? Could it be that there are gods stronger than gods of destruction in the universe? Son Goku and Vegeta became more and more curious when they heard Beerus's name. Among all the people, only Roger looked at the ring with a solemn face. Because he doesn't know what will happen next. You must know that your identity is different from Son Goku and the others. Advertisement: I am a time traveler, and there is a relatively powerful system in my body. Will Zeno discover his own existence and the existence of the system? Once discovered, how should I deal with it? These are all issues worthy of his consideration. The two of you have a private game between universes. I'm here for this matter. I want to remind you, don't forget your identity as gods of destruction, and don't forget your responsibilities as gods of destruction, little Zeno said. The sound is a bit kawaii. There is not even any sense of majesty and oppression that belongs to the strong. But after Champa and Beerus heard this sentence, their faces changed drastically. His body trembled even more from fear. Yes. The two quickly agreed at 960 with one voice. Master Zeno, Master Beerus prefer to sleep late and look for delicious food rather than destroying things. At this time, Whis began to complain. Vados glanced at the shivering Champa. I originally wanted to sue, but for some reason, I finally endured it. Zeno pondered for a moment, then said, then changed to gods of destruction. The voice is flat and childish, but Beerus was immediately terrified. Master Zeno, please forgive me. Beerus threw himself onto the ground, sweating the ground beneath him. Master Zeno said that replacing gods of destruction is not just as simple as replacing yourself. Instead, while replacing himself, he directly asked himself to be erased, and then let the new gods of destruction inherit his position. Just kidding, don't be so nervous. Zeno smiled suddenly, looking at Beerus's fearful look. He seemed to find it amused. Huh. Beerus took a deep breath. Did he save his life? But, as soon as the topic changed, Zeno's voice paused again. I have already explicitly prohibited it before. It is not allowed to conduct private competitions between universes. You didn't take my words to heart. 083 How about you and Beerus fight, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement: Master Zeno, please forgive me. How dare we disobey your orders? Beerus and Champa stuck their heads directly inside, and their whole bodies were covered with cold sweat again. To know the character of Master Zeno, he is a child. He does everything he likes. If he is not happy, he may even destroy a universe. Don't look at them as gods of destruction, but in Zeno's eyes, they're like toys. He wants to destroy at any time, and if he wants to destroy them, they will be destroyed. And there is no chance at all. Originally, I wanted to punish you guys and replace gods of destruction. But after watching your game just now, I think it's quite interesting. So for the time being, I won't punish you. After Master Zeno's voice fell, Beerus and Champa felt like they had escaped death this time. But they didn't feel happy about it, because they know Master Zeno's character too well. Maybe what he said a second ago is still the same. But in the next second, he might turn his face immediately. It is very possible to destroy them directly, so how could they be happy now? Everyone involved in this matter focused their attention on the little one Zeno. However, because I feel that the game just now is quite interesting, and I have never watched it before. So I want to watch it again. Do you have any opinions? Zeno looked at Beerus and Champa, and then asked lightly. Some smiles appeared on the face. You must know that in normal times, he has always maintained the appearance of a 2-year-old child, and at the same time maintained the IQ of a 2-year-old child. So I am curious about this kind of game, facing the group competition, and even all the strange things that I feel like. When, of course you can backquote. Master Zeno, if you want to see it, we will hold it again immediately. Beerus and Champa nodded quickly, nodding like chickens pecking at rice. At this time, where is their half of the aloofness of the past? Advertisement. After pondering for a while, Zeno said again. I have seen it just now, their strengths are uneven, the gap is a bit too big. If there is another one, I don't think it will be worth seeing. His strength is too strong, stronger than everyone else. Zeno pointed to Roger, and then asked, what's his name? Master Zeno, he is the candidate for gods of destruction in our 6th universe, and his name is Roger. Vados was the first to answer. Okay. He was very powerful just now, I like him very much, I feel that his strength can be called gods of destruction. Zeno nodded with a smile, then looked at Roger. It's just that Roger's brows were tightly wrinkled. Being liked by Zeno should be a very happy and fortunate thing. But at this moment, he was frowning tightly, not happy at all. It is not a good thing to deal with such a big man in advance. Because their minds are unpredictable, they may be having a good time one second, but they will destroy themselves in the next second. This statement may seem exaggerated, but it is actually very true. So, if you can avoid Zeno's attention, that's the best situation. But now it seems that it is not the same thing. Zeno has started paying attention to himself. Roger, hurry up and meet Master Zeno, Vados quickly said to Roger. In fact, she reminded Roger more. One is to remind Roger how to call it, and the other is to remind him that this little guy in front of him is very powerful. Although Roger may have realized it long ago, she still reminded her seriously. Although logic does not want to have any intersection with Zeno yet, things have developed to this point. Some things are already necessary, so I had no choice but to flash my body and appear in front of the entire network. Then he cupped his fists and said respectfully to Zeno, the candidate for the 6th universe, Gods of Destruction Roger, has met Master Zeno. Advertisement. He didn't just kneel down like Gods of Destruction Beerus and Champa did. Because I still feel uncomfortable, although he was very afraid of Zeno, he was not arrogant or impetuous, and he didn't directly kneel down. Okay. You fought very well just now, maybe you were stronger than both of them. Zeno didn't seem to care that Roger didn't kneel down, but still said with a smile. Thank you Master Zeno for your compliment, this is just a friendly competition between two universes, in order to deepen the friendship between each other. And I'm just a small candidate for Gods of Destruction, and the gap between the two Lords of Gods of Destruction is naturally very different. Roger smiled and said very modestly. Although, I already have it now, enough to defeat the power of Gods of Destruction Champa. Even if Beerus was in front of him, he would not be afraid at all. You were very modest. The battle you had just now was very exciting, can you have another match? Zeno still had a smile on his face. It's just that with his succinct face, sometimes it's really hard to tell whether he's smiling or not. Of course, if Master Zeno wants to watch it, then of course there is no problem. Then who do you want to see me fight? Roger continued to ask respectfully. As the saying goes, people are under the roof. How can you not bow your head? There is no shame in showing respect in Zeno's presence. On the contrary, if you behave carelessly and disapprovingly in front of Zeno, then that is the real evil. I watched the battle between you just now, and I feel that the other players are a bit too weak. They're not as good as you. So you'd better fight Gods of Destruction, or Beerus. Zeno pointed to Beerus, then said to Roger, although Zeno sometimes has the heart of a 3-year-old child. But he also saw clearly just now that even if those people were added together, they would not be Roger's opponent. So if you continue to watch them fight, it is meaningless. Roger's strength has reached the level of Gods of Destruction. If he continues to coach with Gods of Destruction, he will definitely be more brilliant and beautiful. 084 Ultra Instinct Level 1. Come on Beerus, asking for flowers and evaluation tickets. Advertisement, haha. After hearing Master Zeno's words, everyone's faces were filled with surprise.
Although they all know very well, Master Zeno has a personality like a 3-year-old child, and he loves to play.
So he proposed to let him watch another game, which is also very understandable. Unexpectedly, however, he pitted Roger against the Gods of Destruction Beerus. You must know that Beerus is Gods of Destruction no matter what, and he is also the strongest Gods of Destruction. He actually let Roger and Beerus fight together now, which is indeed a bit too much for Roger. Master Zeno, this is not very good. Although Roger's strength is very powerful, there is still a gap between him and Gods of Destruction Beerus. Or let him fight Son Goku and Vegeta, Gods of Destruction Champa immediately said after hearing Master Zeno's words. He is very clear to him, and understands Master Zeno's character better than Roger and the others. Although now he looks smiling, like a child, with a harmless face. But how terrifying is he? How terrifying, I know very well. Now say I just want to watch the game, but with his character, it is very likely that after losing the game, he will directly lose the side. The reason for 360 is that he doesn't look very happy. Anyway, he will have various reasons to kill the loser. This kind of thing is very possible, so, I have to fight for Roger. Although Roger is indeed very strong now, even he may not be his opponent.
But Beerus' strength is also unfathomable, if the two of them really fight seriously at that time.
In the end, it is really not certain who will win the deer. And more importantly, on the one hand, he is his good friend, and on the other hand, he is his own brother. Although the relationship between himself and Beerus is not good, it has been confrontation for thousands of years. But no matter what, blood is thicker than water brothers, this relationship cannot be changed. So if even Beerus is destroyed, I will not be happy. If the loser is replaced by Son Goku or Vegeta, this is the hit of their 6th universe. He won't have any worries, even if he is destroyed, it has nothing to do with him. Even he won't feel a little bit unhappy. Advertisement. What do you mean? Do you mean you can't let Beerus fight Roger? Or do you want to deny my order and let me erase you? Zeno, who had a smile on his face, suddenly changed his color, and looked at Champa with cold eyes. At that moment, it seemed that the air in the whole world suddenly froze. Champa was shivering and sweating profusely from the fright. The subordinate dare not, Master Zeno forgive me. Champa quickly lay down on the ground and begged for mercy. At the same time, he also knew that he had no way to stop this matter. Don't even dare to ask for mercy, because he felt that as long as he said one more word, he might be eliminated on the spot. Master Zeno, please don't be angry, Master Champa also smiled kindly. Since Master Zeno wants to see Master Beerus and I fight, then we two will fight once and let Master Zeno watch. Roger was also afraid that Zeno would wipe out Champa directly, so he hurriedly spoke. If it was the past, even if Zeno wants to clear Champa, it has nothing to do with me. But after getting along for this period of time, he and Champa have become friends, and they are still good friends. It can also be said that Vados and Champa are the only friends in this world. So no matter what, I can't let Champa be cleared. Forget it, I'm too lazy to be angry with him, then you two will have a good fight. Remember, you must show your rights to fight. If you don't show all your strength, I won't enjoy watching it, Zeno said again with a smile. However, although his tone and face are smiling, Anyone can hear the cold feeling from his voice, CEBH. If this battle doesn't satisfy him, maybe this guy will really wipe out everyone. Okay, Master Zeno. We will definitely do our best. Roger could only nod. In fact, this time he came to the unknown planet to participate in the competition, and he always wanted to compete with Beerus. Because the last game is not over yet, there's no real winner either. But now, his strength has been greatly improved. I believe it can be compared with Gods of Destruction Beerus. Yes, Master Zeno. Beerus also quickly knelt down and said, with a very respectful tone. Advertisement, but at this moment, his complexion is already quite ugly. It's like pork liver. Damn it, I'm really fine, I'll find something for myself. I have to compete with Champa, a dead fat pig, who is stronger and who is weaker. If I don't come to the game today, such a thing will not happen. And now, if Master Zeno is unhappy, it is very likely that both of our universes will be wiped out directly. Beerus frowned tightly, thinking to himself. At the same time, he began to hate Son Goku in his heart. If it wasn't for that D Son Goku insisting on the competition, I would have admitted it a month ago. It is because he has always promised himself that he will definitely be able to beat Roger of the 6th universe, so he agrees to have another contest with the 6th universe. But what makes him angry now is not only losing to the 6th universe again. Let yourself lose face. More importantly, it attracted Master Zeno's attention. It is very possible that the entire 7th universe will be destroyed because of this match. If I don't die this time, I will definitely take care of these two bastards, Son Goku and Vegeta. At this point, Beerus has already shifted all responsibility to the two of them. Since you have agreed, let's start directly. Remember, you must go all out. Zeno ignored the two of them and then spoke seriously. Yes, I see, Master Zeno. Both of them nodded. The guard behind Zeno swiped lightly with his right hand, and the dilapidated arena was restored. Moreover, a solid energy barrier was built around it. Wrap Roger and Beerus in it. Zeno and the two guards jumped up and appeared directly in the auditorium. Come on Beerus, let's have another child's fight. The corner of Roger's mouth twitched. Then, he clenched his fist directly, and gorgeous arrogance erupted from his body. Clothes also rise with the wind. The hair directly turned into silver white, standing tall and moving with the wind. A Super 1 form based on Ultra Instinct First Order. 085 The strongest collision, the Battle of the Peak Gods, for automatic subscription. Advertisement. As Zeno said just now, Roger has no reservations. Because if you want to fight Beerus, you must use all your strength, maybe you can compete with him. This? What form is this? I've never seen it before, but I can't feel that guy's breath again. Is this also a transformation of Super Saiyan? In the auditorium of the 7th universe, Son Gohan asked in surprise with a curious look on his face. No, it's not Saiyan's transformation Gohan. I heard from Whis that this is a state called Ultra Instinct, which is the ability of the body to respond spontaneously before the body receives the consciousness of the brain, or even the consciousness responds. Son Goku shook his head, and then explained to Son Gohan and Piccolo. Because neither of them knew Ultra Instinct. In fact, during this period of time, Whis has been guiding himself and Vegeta to practice Ultra Instinct. But the two of them have studied for a long time, and neither of them has thoroughly learned Ultra Instinct. The body muscles respond spontaneously? Doesn't that mean you can dodge any attack? Piccolo asked in surprise. How fast is it that the muscles of the body can respond spontaneously without even the consciousness of the brain? Can't hit it at all. That's right, you can dodge almost any attack. Ultra Instinct's Roger, even Master Beerus wants to defeat him. It's not that simple. Son Goku nodded again and replied. On the other hand, Vegeta clenched his fists tightly, looking very unwilling and jealous. I don't know who will win the game. If that guy named Roger can really defeat Gods of Destruction, wouldn't it be a bit too strong? Everyone's faces were filled with anticipation. The gap between Roger and the others is simply too great. It is no exaggeration to say that even if all the humans present together, it is estimated that it is impossible to be Roger's opponent. And the only ones who are qualified to be Roger's opponents are the two Gods of Destruction and Angel. It's just because Master Zeno is on the side of the auditorium of the 6th universe, so everyone is arrogant and dare not show one. Especially Champa, his face became more tense at this time. And there was a look of worry written all over his face. Advertisement because of the next game, whoever wins the final victory between the two of them. For myself, it's something that I can't be happy about. One is his friend, and the other is his brother whose blood is thicker than water. Although they usually quarrel, brothers are brothers after all, and that kind of family relationship cannot be severed. Wow, that's amazing. Roger has changed again, and there are nice colors around his body. Why didn't I see him look like this before? Zeno watched Roger transform into a brand new form, but said excitedly. Because I watched their battle before, I never saw Roger use this ability. When I suddenly saw this form now, I was naturally a little surprised. Back to Master Zeno, Roger is using Ultra Instinct now. But now, he's combined Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan's transformation fusion. Vados on the side answered, it's amazing, you can actually fuse two abilities together. After hearing this, Zeno became even more excited. And this time on the ring, do you use all the energy directly when you come up? Well, if that's the case, then we'll have a good fight. Last time I didn't teach you a good lesson, this time I just took this opportunity to let you know the real gap between you and Gods of Destruction. Looking at Roger, who has become the first stage of Ultra Instinct, Beerus said with a sneer. This match is imperative, so I will definitely not lose to him. Yeah? Come on then, just so you can show me the true power of Beerus? By the way, you must also know that I have mastered the power of destruction, so you don't have to have any fear, and use all your strength to fight. Roger also said lightly. Very good, Beerus nodded. Then suddenly he clenched his fists. At that instant, Purple's arrogance erupted directly from his body. This time, the purple energy around Beerus's body is more intense than ever. Advertisement, ask for flowers, like a long dragon, it spread out in all directions. It seems that at that moment, the entire unnamed planet was rendered purple. At this time, Beerus's divine aura also reached a terrifying state. Much stronger than last time, it seems that this time Beerus is really going to fight with all his strength. Roger looked at Beerus, who had exerted all his strength at this time, and the corner of his mouth raised an arc inadvertently. A look of excitement appeared on his face. Finally, they can have a good fight with the strongest gods of destruction, and this time, neither of them will have any reservations. As expected of the strongest gods of destruction, the strength can reach this level. Even the guards beside Zeno looked at Beerus in surprise. Know that they are aware of all gods of destruction's strengths. But it is undeniable that Beerus is indeed the most powerful existence among the 12 gods of destruction. Compared to Beerus, I think the guy named Roger is stronger. He is just a human being. Although he has a candidate for the position of gods of destruction, he is only a human being after all. He can actually comprehend Ultra Instinct and upgrade it. Not bad. A guard also spoke. Hey, can you two just shut up? If you talk so much again, be careful that I will make you two disappear. Zeno suddenly turned his head and said coldly to the two people who were discussing. These two bastards just need to stand upright, how shameless they want to steal the spotlight. Hold. Sorry. Master Zeno. The two shrank their necks in fright, and then quickly shut up. And above the arena, the two people who exerted their full strength finally started to fight. Whizzing. Almost at that moment, the bodies of Luo Fan and Beerus rushed out at the same time. Without any fancy temptations, they punched each other with all their strength. Boom. Boom boom. The moment the fists collided, the shockwave spread to the surroundings like a nuclear bomb explosion. When it hit the energy shield, there was a deafening sound. However, even this shockwave did not destroy the protective barrier. Even the ring is intact. Work. 086 It's hard to tell. Destroy the contest. Seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement The bodies of Roger and Beerus each retreated a dozen steps backwards. Obviously, in this confrontation, someone did not have a clear advantage. The strength is also a posture of being evenly matched. It's scary. Is this the strength of Zeno's guards? The collision between me and Beerus just now used more than 80% of my strength, but it didn't have any effect on this energy shield at all. Not even a single crack appeared on the ring. What surprised Roger the most was not Beerus's strength, but the energy shield in the ring. With such a strong collision between myself and Beerus just now, even the arena made by Angel could probably tear a crack. But the arena made by the Zeno guards didn't leave even a single gap, not even a crack. This can fully show that the strength of Zeno's, May 17th, guard is far stronger than that of Angel. Zeno's strength is even more unfathomable. And Beerus also had gloomy eyes, staring at Roger closely. Damn it, how did this be *******D become so powerful? Could it be that his strength has improved so much in just 1 month? It seems that if I want to defeat him, it will not be an easy task. You must know that this game is not just a game, or is it not just a matter of winning or losing face? It is even possible to lose your life because of losing the game. Because Master Zeno is watching the battle now. If the game wasn't exciting enough, or someone accidentally lost in the end, he might take this opportunity to directly destroy it. Even the entire universe will be doomed, for him. Even if the entire 7th universe is destroyed, it's nothing. As long as you don't get killed, it's not a big problem. But Master Zeno's character is too elusive, no one can guess what decision he will make. Even the two guards who had been with him all the time, including Lord Grand Priest, couldn't guess what was going on in his heart. What decision will be made in the next second? Go on, Beerus. Roger said something to Beerus, and rushed over again. This time his speed was even faster, and his entire body almost turned into a silver light. Beerus is not much to let go, also turned into a purple light. A ray of light kept colliding. Advertisement at this time, the speed of the two of them was so fast that Son Goku, Vegeta, and Hit could not see clearly at all. Only Master Zeno, the two guards, and Angel can see their speed clearly. Bang bang bang. The two kept clashing fists. At this time, Roger did not use the special ability of Ultra Instinct to avoid, but continued to collide with each other. Because he knows very well that only by constantly colliding with each other can he burst out his powerful star. Maybe we can take this opportunity to make another breakthrough. What a fierce battle, we can't see the movements of Master Beerus and Roger at all. Son Goku frowned tightly and said in a low voice. Vegeta's brows furrowed even deeper, originally thought that after a month of special training, they would be able to defeat Roger. But from the battle just now, they already know that even if they have received devilish training, there is still a very big difference between Roger and Roger. And now, Roger has shown all his power, and this power is beyond what they can imagine. Not even Lord Beerus can defeat him easily. It seems that if you two want to become his opponent, you probably need to practice for a long time. It's unbelievable, obviously just a human, obviously just a Saiyan, this is so much stronger than the two of you. At this time, Piccolo spoke. Although he didn't want to admit it all the time, he never said it out loud. But the talents of Son Goku and Vegeta are indeed there for all to see. In their minds, the two guys are almost invincible. But now, Saiyan from the 6th universe is acting so strong. His strength far surpasses Vegeta and Son Goku, and more importantly, he should only be as old as Gohan at his current age. Cut. Vegeta pouted, obviously he didn't like to hear Piccolo's words. But it was the truth, so that I could not refute it. At this time in the arena, in less than half a minute, the two had collided thousands of times. Every time they collide, they use all their strength. The entire unknown planet was trembling violently, but the energy protection barrier and ring were intact. Boom. Advertisement. After the two of them collided with all their strength again, their bodies retreated a distance of several tens of feet, and they had already appeared on the edge of the ring. Hoo hoo. Both Roger and Beerus gasped heavily. Although the fighting time is only about a minute. But the two have collided thousands of times, tens of thousands of times. More importantly, the two of them have been fighting with all their might from the very beginning. In this kind of evenly matched battle, the consumption of physical energy is quite terrifying. The first time Roger and Beerus fought, because Beerus was much stronger than Roger. So no matter how long the battle is, his physical fitness will not be a big problem. But now, the strength of the two is very close, so in this case, it is impossible for his physical fitness to remain at its peak for a long time. Damn, is it really too hateful? What's the situation with this B**********? D? He has only cultivated for a month. Not only has he mastered the power of destruction, but he has also gained strength. Such a big improvement. If you give him another period of time, wouldn't it mean that his strength can completely surpass all gods of destruction? Thinking of this, Beerus's face became even more ugly.
No, I have to defeat him no matter what. It's best to let Master Zeno get rid of him directly.
At that time, I will be considered as one less rival. It is only 3.9 if the 6th universe does not have Roger, so no matter in any competition, the 6th universe cannot be the opponent of the 7th universe. Destroy. With this in mind, Beerus suddenly raised his hands high, and a terrifying energy ball instantly condensed from his palm. Moreover, more than a dozen destructive energy balls appeared directly, exuding the power of destroying the world. Go. Beerus suddenly pressed down with both palms, and a dozen destructive energy balls shot directly at Roger. Destroying energy? I said it long ago, this kind of thing has no effect on me. Roger said something coldly, then stretch out an index finger. Shish. Purple's ability beam is like a submachine gun bullet, constantly shooting out from the fingertips. After hitting the destructive energy of Beerus, the two energies instantly cancelled out and disappeared. 087 The battle between Ultra Instincts, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement. Hey. What's going on here? Why did Roger in the 6th universe also master the exclusive skill of gods of destruction? Vados, did you teach it? Zeno looked at Roger, who actually displayed his destructive energy, and asked curiously and in surprise. To know the energy of destruction, it is an exclusive symbol of the universe gods of destruction. Unexpectedly, gods of destruction, the candidate for the 6th universe, also possessed this ability. Of course, he was just curious. It's not that a universe candidate for gods of destruction wouldn't be able to master this ability. In fact, on the contrary, the candidate gods of destruction should indeed master the energy of destruction, in order to better take over the position of gods of destruction in the future. After hearing Master Zeno's question, Vados first thought for 2 seconds, then stared at Master Zeno, nodded and said, "Yes, Master Zeno. Roger's destructive energy was indeed taught by me, because I thought that since he has become a candidate for gods of destruction in the 6th universe, it is understandable for him to master destructive energy, and this will need my guidance sooner or later." After speaking, Vados smiled. In fact, he was deceiving Master Zeno. I hadn't taught Roger anything about destructive energy at all. These are all his own research, it's just that I can't tell Master Zeno directly about this kind of thing. Because if you put it that way, Roger's performance is a bit too eye-catching. On his own, without the help of the gods of destruction and Angel, he was able to master the energy of destruction. Maybe he will accept Master Zeno's investigation, it will not be a good thing then. If it was before, if it was someone else, I will never lie to Mr. Zeno, but will tell the truth. But now after getting in touch with Roger, she doesn't want Roger to suffer any harm. So sometimes, it's perfectly okay to lie even a little bit. Cut. Champa glared at Vados. This guy just said he didn't teach Roger. Now that she admits so simply, she must have been guiding her behind her back, otherwise, how could Roger comprehend the power of destruction with his own strength? Why is my sister lying? Could it be that he has other special meanings for that Roger? Whis naturally heard the conversation between Zeno Darren and Vados clearly, and muttered to himself. According to the previous conversation between my sister and Master Champa, let me know that Roger's destructive power was not taught by my sister at all. But now he voluntarily admits it. Advertisement, there is definitely something tricky in this. So this is all. But it's okay, anyway, sooner or later he will become gods of destruction. And with his power, he actually has the qualifications to become the gods of destruction now. The gods of destruction in many universes are not as strong as Roger, of course, including the gods of destruction of the 6th universe. Master Zeno nodded, and then looked at Champa, and just this one glance almost scared Champa out of his body. A burst of chills stood on end. I thought to myself, Lord Zeno, this time I won't abolish my position as gods of destruction, and let Roger take my place. But Zeno-sama's temperament, no one can sustain it. This kind of thing doesn't necessarily mean it will actually happen. But at this time on the ring, Beerus's face became more and more ugly. To know the power of destruction, it is Gods of Destruction's unique skill. But now it has no effect on Roger, and even with pure strength, it would be very difficult for him to defeat Roger. Master Beerus, keep coming, I know you haven't used all your strength yet. Roger smiled, then clenched his fists, and the silver arrogance burst out from his body again. At this time, his aura became even more turbulent. Just the breath is the continuous sound of the protective barrier of the blow. Good, very good. You really surprised me, Beerus laughed back with rage. Today, I really want to show my real strength. Suddenly, the purple rays of light around Beerus's body became brighter. A purple beam of light rose directly into the sky, causing the entire unknown planet to tremble. At this moment, Beerus's aura was extremely strong. Even Roger had to admit that Beerus surpassed himself 10 times in strength at this time. And for the first time, he also felt that Beerus had really exerted all his strength. Boy of the 6th universe, you really surprised me. You are the most powerful human being I have ever encountered. But it will all be over soon. I will use all my strength to completely eliminate you, Beerus said with a sneer. Just the arrogance erupting around the body feels like it can tear apart the space. Advertisement, I didn't expect you to show all your strength now. Your strength really amazes me, but I'm sorry Beerus, because I will continue to grow stronger with your strength. So it's almost impossible for you to get rid of me? Bring it on. Roger waved to Beerus. This is what he wanted. I have been stuck at a critical point for a whole month. I hope that this time through the battle with Beerus, I can break my bottle strength. Then reach higher levels. There should be a limit to distraction, right? You kid takes yourself too seriously. Beerus's gaze turned cold at this moment, because he never thought that a human being can force out all of his 803 powers. And his tone was extremely arrogant. He actually thinks that he can use his own strength to break through again. It's just an idiot's dream. Whizzing. This time, the bodies of the two people flashed out again. But obviously, this time Beerus also used the Ultra Instinct. So there was no direct confrontation with Roger at all at first. Instead, the speed was brought to the extreme. The bodies of the two of them suddenly turned into two beams of light, constantly entangled, avoiding each other's attacks. Is it all self-satisfaction? In this case, I'm afraid this battle will be difficult to end as soon as possible. Champa frowned and said in a low voice. Because all Gods of Destruction and angels know. Beerus is the only one in Gods of Destruction who has mastered the Ultra Instinct. Though all he mastered was the imperfect Ultra Instinct? But in this kind of competition, even the imperfect Ultra Instinct can have unexpected effects. Shish. The bodies of the two are still intertwined. Although it is said that Beerus only mastered the imperfect Ultra Instinct, his strength at this time has indeed surpassed Roger. Roger, on the other hand, mastered the perfect Ultra Instinct, and even upgraded the Ultra Instinct. So all of a sudden, no one can do anything to win the other? 088 for victory, Beerus overdraft limit, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, huh. The speed of the two of them seems to be a bit too fast. I feel that fighting is a bit boring. Zeno watched the battle between the two, frowned and said. Because at this moment, like Son Goku and Vegeta, he can see two rays of light, which are constantly entangled. But they never collided. This kind of battle is much less interesting than the strong confrontation just now. Sorry Master Zeno, I'll just remind them, the guard on the side quickly spoke. Then, he said directly to the ring. Hey, Lord Zeno said that the battle between the two of you is too boring. Hurry up and show your strength and fight hard. If you make Master Zeno unhappy, Beerus, you should know the consequences. The guard's tone was cold, and he said to the two of them. In fact, anyone who understands the character of Mr. Boxing Champion will know that Zeno is because of his personality. Everything he does is driven by his own interests. Cut. Damn it, Beerus clenched his fists tightly, but dared not speak out. Even if he dared to get angry with anyone, he would never dare to get angry with Lord Zeno and Grand Priest. Because he knows very well what it means to get angry. But this little kid is really annoying. Call out. Beerus' body jerked back, creating some distance. It seems that they use their freedom to dodge their opponent's attacks continuously with great intentions, and this is not the way to go on like this. Firstly, I really can't directly defeat Roger, and secondly, if Mr. Zeno is unhappy, he will probably eliminate them directly. Hey, if you don't want to die, you can fight with me. Beerus said coldly to Roger. If the two of them continue to entangle with Ultra Instinct like this, they may not be able to tell the winner for a long time. At that time, Master Zeno might be unhappy, so it might be destroyed. Then come on, I'm planning to. Roger nodded, agreeing to Beerus's proposal. Beerus is not dangerous to himself, advertisement. But Zeno's little one is completely different. Even if he had just one thought, he could easily wipe him out. Even if he has mastered Angel's Ultra Instinct, or mastered the destructive power of Gods of Destruction. Before Zeno's erasure ability, it has no effect at all. Seeing that Roger directly agreed, Beerus's body once again turned into a purple light. This time, he didn't choose to use the Ultra Instinct. And Roger also clenched his fist, and rushed directly towards Beerus. If both have Ultra Instinct, the battle is too long. And his character is not suitable for wasting too much time fighting. So now, it's time to decide the winner. Boom, boom. Beerus and Roger's fists remembered each other's cheeks almost simultaneously. The body was directly punched and flew out, and blood spurted out from the mouth. At that moment, Roger felt that his consciousness began to be a little confused. With Beerus at full strength, the power of this punch is unimaginable. But Beerus himself was not much better, shaking his head vigorously. That's it, just fight like this. Zeno looked at the injured two and applauded. It made both Roger and Beerus feel like monkeys, but there is no way. Because Roger, who has read the Dragon Ball Super manga, knows very well that in the second season of the Dragon Ball Super manga, Beerus was ridden by Zeno as a mount. So the little guy in front of him, as long as he thinks it's fun, there's nothing he can't do. At this time, it was on the auditorium of the 7th universe. Whis, who do you think will win the game? Roger's strength seems to be much stronger than it was a month ago. Master Beerus. Seems like he can't win easily. Both Son Goku and Vegeta looked at Whis curiously and asked. Although that guy was strong a month ago, but Lord Beerus can easily defeat him. Because after the battle between the two of them, Master Beerus once said that he only used 70% of his strength. Advertisement, but today, Master Beerus has clearly gone all out. And after the exchange of punches just now, Master Beerus also suffered some injuries, so there is absolutely no reservation. This is a little hard to say. Judging from the current situation, Roger's strength is not weaker than Master Beerus. Although Master Beerus may have such a slight advantage, I think you all know very well that Saiyan can constantly stimulate his potential in battle, and then continue to become stronger as he fights. Therefore, it is still impossible to define who will win the battle in the end. Whis shook his head, then spoke seriously. If there is a large gap between the two, I can judge it myself, or estimate the final outcome. But the gap between the two is too small at this time, so it is impossible to guess who will win in the end. It's also Saiyan. This guy has thrown us too far, it's simply not in the same dimension. Vegeta gritted his teeth. Although I feel jealous, I have to admire that Roger is really good. They also cultivated under Angel's guidance, but their strength is worlds apart. And at this time in the ring, Roger and Beerus have gone through dozens of fierce confrontations. Every time it is a punch to the flesh, and every time it will leave heavy scars on each other's bodies. Important fight, Zeno looked elated. But the physical fitness of Roger and Beerus has already had a big problem. Especially the injuries on their bodies are constantly consuming their stamina and energy. Hoo-hoo. Both of them were panting heavily. If it continues like this, it will only be a lose-lose situation in the end. If both sides are hurt, it is very likely that Master Zeno will wipe them out. Beerus frowned, thinking in his heart. No matter what, I must defeat Roger. Aha. Thinking of this, Beerus suddenly roared wildly. Accompanied by the roar, her energy actually started to skyrocket again. This is because he has overdrawn the limit of his body, the energy zone obtained by the regiment. This method, if he hadn't been forced to this point, he would never use it. Because even if I really defeated Roger today, the result is that I need to lie down in the temple for a year or two to recover from my injuries. But in order not to be directly cleared by Mr. Zeno, even so, it doesn't matter. 089 dust settled? No. Roger broke out in despair, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement. Master Beerus overwhelmed his body and forcibly increased his energy. It seems that Master Beerus is very eager to win this game this time. Whis looked at Beerus in the ring at this time, frowned, and said. Honestly, Lord Beerus hasn't done anything this crazy since he became Gods of Destruction. Even Gods of Destruction from other universes, there is absolutely no way to make Master Beerus so crazy. He really didn't expect Roger from the 6th universe to have such strength. To drive Lord Beerus to this point, exceeding the limit of my body? So, Master Beerus has used all his strength, but still can't defeat Roger? Son Goku asked with a frown. Although I know that Roger is really strong, and it's not something that I and Vegeta can deal with. Even if the two of them have broken through their own limits, their strength has been greatly improved. But after the battle just now, I also truly realized Roger's strength 883. What he didn't expect was that even Beerus could not defeat Roger with all his strength. Judging from the current situation, it is indeed the case. The strength of Roger's result far surpassed Master Beerus's imagination, and even exceeded my expectations. However, he is already at his limit now. Master Beerus overdraws his body to forcibly increase his strength. I'm afraid this time the winner will be decided. Whis nodded first, and then said. At this moment, he has almost judged the winner of this game. Not just Whis, the idea of Vados in the 6th universe is similar to Whis. Because at this time, Roger's physical strength was almost exhausted. But Master Beerus once again obtained a powerful energy zone by overdrawing his own limit. If Roger has no other hole cards, then he will lose this game. And according to what I know about Roger, he should have no other cards in his hand. It will end soon. CEBC, I have to say, you really surprised me and also surprised me. Advertisement, actually, you are the first human being who can push me to this level. You let me successfully remember your name. You are already proud, Roger. At this time, Beerus's eyes burst into purple light, and the whole body people are in a state of madness. I really didn't expect that Gods of Destruction can actually improve my own strength. However, if you want me to admit defeat like this, your thinking may be too simple. Bring it on. Roger beckoned to Beerus, but he wasn't discouraged at all. Instead, there is a fierce desire to fight in his eyes. I am Saiyan. It is a human characteristic to constantly break through one's own limit in battle. Since Beerus was able to burst out of energy again when his physical energy was almost exhausted. Then why can't I? Cut. You B********D. You really don't give up. Your body is exhausted now, I want to see, what cards do you have? After Beerus finished speaking, he suddenly raised his hands above his head, and a purple energy ball instantly condensed above his head. Whether Purple's energy ball possesses terrifying power, it seems to be able to directly destroy a universe. This time, Beerus did pull out all his strength. The energy ball is constantly expanding. In just a short breath, the energy ball grew to the size of a basketball court. Give me a complete elimination, Beerus suddenly roared, and then suddenly pressed his hands down. The largest energy ball pressed directly towards Roger. Everyone is breathing together at this time, because this energy ball is the energy ball that determines the outcome of this battle. If Roger can't continue, then the game will be over. And in everyone's eyes, Roger couldn't catch this energy ball at all. Not to mention that he has already had a big problem with his physical fitness at this time. Advertisement. Even if his physical fitness is at its peak, it is not that simple to catch this energy ball. This was Beerus's strongest blow. Under the gaze of everyone, Roger directly used his hands to block the energy ball. Rumble. But obviously, his blocking didn't have much effect. The energy ball is sinking continuously. The arena, which was originally extremely hard and had no cracks after fighting for a long time, turned out to be sinking under the pressure of the energy ball, and cracks spread out in all directions. And Roger's body was instantly swallowed up by the ability requirements. If it weren't for Vados and Champa who could still feel his chi, they would really think that Beerus's energy ball had completely killed Roger. It's over. You really surprised me, but there is still a gap between you and gods of destruction. Beerus looked at Roger, who had been completely swallowed by the energy ball, and said lightly. In fact, to be honest, he has also become the last of his strength at this time. The energy ball just now had almost exhausted all his energy. Now even Son Goku and Vegeta can easily defeat themselves. Alas, is this the end? But I haven't watched it enough yet. Zeno looked at Roger, who was completely swallowed by the energy ball and couldn't get enough of it. But at this moment, even if he says it's not fun, Beerus doesn't have the strength to go on to the next game. Master Zeno, it seems that it is not over yet. I can feel that Roger's divine aura hasn't disappeared, and it even seems to be getting stronger little by little. At this moment, the guard on Zeno's left side squinted his eyes and said to Zeno. And this change in Roger, Whis and Vados, who are angels, also felt it. No way? In this case, does Roger still want to resist? Whis whispered incredulously. 090 Breakthrough. Ultra Instinct Second Order, seeking automatic subscription. Advertisement, come on. Roger. Feeling the change of Roger in the energy ball at this time, Vados prayed in his heart. In fact, I don't know when I started to care about Roger very much. This relationship has even surpassed Angel's relationship with gods of destruction. Even beyond the care of ordinary friends. Sometimes even I don't know exactly what it feels like. Obviously Roger is just a human being. Even if he truly becomes gods of destruction in the future, it is impossible to reach the level of Angel. This feeling is really complicated. Rumble. The energy ball continued to sink slowly, and at this time the extremely hard arena had been completely pounded. Cracks spread out in all directions like spider webs. And at this time, in the crack, a dazzling gold ray bloomed. Everyone doesn't know what's going on. Why is the light of gold blooming when the surface of the nameless planet is cracked? Only Roger was very clear in his heart. This so-called unknown planet is actually one of the Super Dragon Balls, the Super 4 planets. It's just that at this time, he didn't have the heart to think about Super Dragon Ball at all. Because he needs to face the situation in front of him. At this moment, Roger, who was asked to be completely swallowed, clenched his fists tightly, and the moment the sweat appeared on his forehead, it was evaporated by the terrifying temperature. Hateful. I won't just lose like this, I won't lose to a mere gods of destruction. If I can't surpass even one destroying Shendu, then let alone surpass Angel, and let alone reach the level of Zeno and Grand Priest. Shouting crazily in his heart, at this moment Roger's whole body had already had blue veins, swimming around like a little snake. At this time, he felt that the powerful force that had been hidden in his body all along had a feeling that it was about to come out. He knew very well that this was a harbinger of an imminent breakthrough. Because I have always wanted to break through to Super Saiyan 2 in Ultra Instinct form. But it was never done, because I need an opportunity, a chance to break out in a desperate situation. Advertisement now, this requirement is often met. Damn, what is that B********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************* god has not dropped much. Beerus stared intently at the energy ball. He could feel Roger still struggling. What made him even more unbelievable was that this guy's energy didn't seem to be weakening. This made him more or less worried. If I didn't defeat Roger with my full blow just now, then I didn't have any injuries. Because the current physical consumption is too serious. It is impossible to fight anymore. Rumble, rumble. Just when Beerus thought of this, suddenly, a deafening roar sounded. Immediately afterwards, the entire starless planet began to tremble violently. Wow. The whole planet is shaking, and I can feel that Roger's strength is starting to increase. I really didn't expect wow. He was already in a desperate situation just now, and now his strength has begun to increase. Is it true that he is going to turn defeat into victory? Zeno felt the trembling of the planet, and after feeling Roger's sudden increase in strength, he looked at the guard behind him excitedly and asked. Judging from the current situation, there is indeed such a possibility, my lord. Because gods of destruction, Beerus's physical fitness has dropped too seriously, and his overdrawn physical fitness has increased his strength just now, causing his body to suffer serious injuries. If Roger survives now, then Beerus will definitely lose. The guard behind the text answered seriously and respectfully. Beerus has become a dead end. Once Roger recovers, Beerus has no chance of winning. And now he can only watch helplessly because she has no extra energy to attack again. Go. Just kidding. Why hasn't that guy been dealt with yet? His physical fitness had such a big problem before, and Master Beerus's energy ball just now is so powerful. Advertisement. Asking for flowers. It doesn't matter that he wasn't killed, but now his energy has started to increase. Isn't that too unbelievable? Be it Son Goku and Vegeta from the 7th universe, or Hit from the 7th universe, all of them showed extremely shocked expressions on their faces at this time. Roger's strength and tenacity have far exceeded their imagination. Under the powerful attack of gods of destruction Beerus, it survived. And judging from the current situation, it is very likely that Beerus will be completely defeated by him. Haha. Just when everyone was extremely shocked. A deafening roar suddenly came out from the energy ball. 0. Then, there was a sudden explosion. The terrifying explosion exploded like purple fireworks. The staffs in the hands of Angel Vados and Whis lightly tapped the ground, and the two energy balls instantly enveloped everyone in the 6th universe and the 7th universe. The two guards behind Zeno also had a thought, and a huge energy shield protected them. At the same time, the entire planet is enveloped by the energy of the two of them. Because under the impact of this kind of terror, the entire unknown planet may not be able to hold on. Rumble. The cracks in the ground continued to spread. But the carapace that wrapped the Super Dragon Ball did not completely fall off. Purple's light began to disappear little by little. Roger's figure appeared in everyone's sight. See Lala. A streak of gold lightning crazily swirls around Roger's body. At this time, Roger didn't seem to have changed much. But if you look closely, it is completely different from before. First of all, there are crazy gold lightning around his body, and the arcs are full of terrifying power. Secondly, the eyes of the whole person are more slender. Especially the very conspicuous bunch of bangs dancing in front of the eyebrows. The second level of Ultra Instinct. Roger raised the corner of his mouth slightly. I finally broke through the bottleneck and reached this level.